live. Hello and welcome to
Croissants.
Roll Call.
Roll call.
I had to do it or else Brandon
Okay,
was
you
going to be mad. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Roll Call. We are in a very different situation here. First and foremost, our DMs aren't here. Uh-oh.
Wow. Where did they go?
They died. I mean...
They're in my basement.
I'm in the basement.
We talked about this.
They're in the other
So
basement.
yeah, like we talked about last week, our normal DM for Slivers of Fate is out of the country on a wonderful honeymoon with his wife. Cymerk has unfortunately fallen ill, partially because they live with me. So that is
okay, first of all.
But what we are doing today, if you can't tell from some of our outfits, is we are playtesting Clown Car. Clown Car is a micro RPG that I have made using a lot of the mechanics of Honey Heist. So this is going to be a silly, fun time, simple game full of shenanigans. But before we start getting into Clown Car, we got to do our normal housekeeping. Gosh, you guys. Let's see. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I see that.
Call it a honk honk.
No, I'm just going to ignore it.
No hablo inglés.
You have no power here.
You hold no power over me.
You're on vacation, so show us your work, babe.
Exactly. So, normal housekeeping stuff. Today we are playing not D&D. I almost went back into my normal spiel. We were playing Clown Car playtest.
Clown Car.
This video will go up on YouTube on Monday. If you want some more actual TTRPGs that aren't my weirdness, you can find us on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Vampire the Masquerade, DC by Night, Monument of Shadows, where Cymerk will hopefully feel better by then, and they can go ahead and take you guys on your dark vampire journey. But if all else goes well, we should be back to D&D for Slivers of Fate next Friday, as far as I know. But I can always be wrong. But yeah.
You are a man.
I am a man.
I'm just kidding.
I am a clown man, which means I am almost always wrong.
At least you can admit that.
Yes.
Honk.
I am man enough to do.
I
But
see
yes,
what you
do
did
I have
there.
anything from the peanut gallery before we go into the spiel that is Clown Car?
6 foot long baguettes.
I am
Honk.
vampires.
Yes! They're back.
All right, 7-foot frame, rats along his back. That's a clown. I am the Eggman, Goo Goo Joob. So yes,
Vampire
welcome to Clown
clowns.
Car, everyone. I appreciate you indulging me. For those of you who don't know, my name is Tristin. I will be your, in this case, clown control. And my background is, in fact, that I have graduated clown school, so I have a deep love for the art of clowning, and I wanted to create an RPG for people to share in that love and just kind of be silly. So here is the premise for Clown Car. You and your clown friends are ready for the grand reopening of your clown home. Why is it a reopening? Don't worry about it. But oh no, something's wrong. Your ringleader is missing. The barker is the only one who has any clues. Find the barker to get those clues, then return to find your ringleader, get back to the show before the starting ceremonies, and get everything back on track. All you need for this game is 2d6, your imagination, and maybe a red nose to play. So, easy peasy character creation, clown control to Major Tom. That is why I call it clown control. Clown control to Major Tom. So, I am again clown control, so I am your DM, your GM, your CC, and all that good stuff. But here are my players. I am joined today by a lot of our normal cast, such as we have Gur, we have Shiro, we have Stardust, but we are joined by an old familiar face, the one and only Nancy, who you may have seen on Roll Call many a times throughout Bauds and Nobles and other one-shots and the likes of it. So thank you for joining us again, Nancy, for this clowning in time. And
OG.
So yes, so a lot of this game is very much a simple table build, so you can either plan ahead or you can pick up and play right out the gate. Again, all you need is like 2d6 and you're good to go. So I know some of you guys have prepared your characters before time. Some of you are looking to roll on stream. I don't know actually which is doing what. So, who wants to go first with either telling us what you've created or what you're going to roll right now?
I can go first.
Okay,
I created mine because I'm OCD
fair enough.
and not impulsive. So I present to you Cherry Cheeks the Clowness. She's a hobo, Balloon a Night, which is sleight of hand.
Cherry Cheeks. I'm sorry, what was it? Cherry Cheeks, and you were the what?
Oh, Cherry!
Hobo.
Hobo.
I heard something completely different.
And your
I
clown
don't
skill
think I wanted
was
to. Balloon Night?
Balloonatic.
Lunatic.
Yes, so you are the one that does the balloon animals. All right, who wants to go next? Don't all jump at once.
Don't
I
rush.
guess I could.
Right?
Hold on, I have to fix something. Someone else go first. I have to fix something.
Okay.
I could go next.
All right, Nancy, hit me with it.
So I don't know how to pronounce it, but the clown type, the first one, Pierrot.
Pierrot. Based off the classic
Pierrot.
white-faced clown, usually the smart one playing the jokes on people, which is why they have the trait of smart.
Nice. The opposite of myself. Clown skill was puppeteer,
Okay.
and then my character's name is Scotty with a biscotti.
Scott. All right. The Perot puppeteer. All
Ready.
right. Shiro, you still figuring out your
I'm
thing?
ready. No, I'm ready.
Okay, Shiro.
Hi. Should I call me Mr. Bozo? I'm a jester, so that means I'm gonna be the little prankster. But I also did slapstick, so I might be brawling. But you don't know if it's a joke or not. So we're all gonna find out together, cause I don't know either. I'm gonna be like, "Let me at him, let me at him." Like, no, wait, really, hold me back, but let me at him. And then I'm gonna mean it one day. You're gonna hold me back, and you're not gonna know which one to choose, and it's gonna be annoying. It really is.
Everyone's going to be annoying this go around.
It's gonna be really
fine. All righty. Star, who do you have for us?
All right, so I roll the clown type, August.
A goose.
Auguste. Auguste.
It's more the
You make
traditional
goose?
clown that you think of.
Yes. And I got the clown skill, Acrobat.
Acrobat. Wonderful. We got a wide range for people here.
You know that
I haven't figured out a name yet.
That's perfectly fine.
I'm looking for a name.
All righty. Well, then while we'll do
Google
that,
is your best friend.
Google
honestly,
is
it's
a best friend.
fantastic.
Look for a pun name. Again, for anyone wondering, my clown name when I was clowning was Captain Smiley. I usually use some variation of that for things, whether it was when I was doing holiday parades, it was like Captain Christmas or Old Man Kringle. Or when I was a robber, I was Captain Crime. Captain was always just a good default for a lot of things. So while Star figures out her name for her clown, let's as a point of this game, the main point of this game is to have fun with your friends as clowns. Fill it with puns, jokes, make parodies, break reality. Yes, and your players. No but, just in case they try to go too far out of the realm of things. Change the story on the fly, make it a bank heist, make it a heroic rescue, make this game whatever you want it to be. Again, the main point of this was to pick up and have a good time with your friends as clowns. So what we're going to start with is we're going to find out what your clown home is. So I'm going to roll on the table. I haven't really prepared because I really wanted to try this out as a DM who was just picking up this game and trying to play with some players right out the gate. So let's figure out where you guys are from.
My clown puts a whoopee cushion under your chair.
Alrighty. So we have just a traditional circus going right out of the gate. So I think that is wonderful. We're just do just a straight up circus. We have so let me just write down some of the stuff. We got one for circus. Let's see if I can come up with a wonderful twist for you guys. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
no. Oh no.
Should we be concerned? Oh no.
I'm gonna have to do a thing here. was not
I
expecting
guess
to
we're
have-
dead.
Here at Roll Call, we love doing things.
Oh, boy,
They're
we do.
interesting, fun,
Let's
wild,
see, I
wacky
got
things.
4 players. I need a D4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't fall in.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to tilt my camera down just slightly more because I can see every time I look down, I disappear on the camera. I'm going to have to privately message
I figured out my
someone.
name.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That will be good and helpful as soon as I do this. Oh boy.
Where stuff and things happen.
Oh goodness. Welcome to Roll Call, where stuff and things happen indeed.
Yes.
Alrighty,
I'm
alright. Okay, that's a
confused.
good twist that Alright, let's go ahead and let's see. What is your ringleader's personality?
I want to throw a pie at someone.
Okay, I mean it makes sense.
Makes sense.
It does. Your ringleader is going to be boastful and professional. So you could not
Okay.
get more basic than either one.
That's
of these.
pretty
I mean, so
basic.
the option is: do you guys want like a traditional circus with a boastful professional, or do you want something to twist there? Do you want something kind of weird, or do you guys want to start off with something very normal?
Up to you,
I don't
Flip a
know.
coin.
Mister.
I'm all
Doom.
about weird.
All right, well we're gonna
I say
change the
weird.
personality of this dude because I don't like it.
Because you don't
3.
like it.
Okay.
I want it to be chaotic.
All right, your ringleader is a freak show attraction.
Nice.
That's more like it.
Alrighty. Let's figure out where your ringleader is. Okay, that makes sense. Well, not really, but let's see.
Where's the ring?
Well, they do say if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
All right, let's look at some obstacles for you guys. Ooh, that is gonna be dangerous. We'll do 2 obstacles that are on the list. Oh, I mean that one does make sense.
What does it sense make?
All
I don't
right,
like the
let's see what
gremlin laugh.
prizes you can take home. Alrighty.
I don't know if your commentary is reassuring or scaring.
Ooh,
Honestly.
I like that.
Happy
one.
Halloween, everyone.
That one
Well.
I'm very proud of. Alrighty. All right, Star, what is your clown name now that I have done setting you up for downfall?
Her name is Little Miss Auguste, not to be confused with Auguste.
Little Miss a Goose.
Yes,
Alrighty.
I will make
Miss.
Honk, honk.
Gosh, I don't
Hong
know
Kong.
the word to write this name down. A goose.
I kind of want to make her like a goose themed.
Fair enough. I've had to
I like
actually
it.
end up erasing what you were. You were a goose.
A goose?
acrobat, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
OMG, one of the little things you could be holding is a golden egg.
All right.
Yes.
Just to reiterate, I will also let you guys
Uh,
know. You haven't. One of you have indeed received a message privately. That will deal with the twist. I recommend that the twist happens later on in the game, as to not surprise that twist. All right.
What was everybody else's names again? Sorry.
We have Cherry Cheeks with Nancy as the hobo. We have
call me
Mr.
Mr.
Bozo,
Bozo.
the jester. We have Little Miss A Goose with Star, and we have Nancy as Scotty Biscotti. Alrighty, who is ready for Clown Car?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I don't have any fancy music like Brandon usually does, so
Ba-da-ba!
you just have to deal with what I have. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
And his name is John C.
Are you sure about that?
Man, he dresses like one. He looks like a boxer.
He kind of
So
does, actually.
That was a big joke with The Rock, was when they were fighting. He was like, "You look like a box of Fruity Pebbles." So then he went and got a deal with Fruity Pebbles to put him on the box.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, hey, we got to do it somehow. Alrighty, so my 4 clowns. You wake up in your alley, and by that I mean a clown alley is a group of clowns. Like when people go like, "Oh, a murder of crows" or "a pack of wolves," you are an alley of clowns, and the alley is usually an area in a circus where the clowns change, sleep, get ready, all that kind of stuff. So the 4 of you wake up, but everyone around you, all the circus performers, are in a panic. You guys wake up, you see everyone panicking, and you just see one dude run by. It is a dwarf in a strongman outfit. Just go, "Where is he?" and then run off. You guys are free to make a decision here.
After that, man.
And then I charge too.
So you guys chase after the
Why not?
the strong man. He
Yes.
is tiny, so you guys catch up very quickly. You've caught up to him. What do you do?
What's wrong?
What's happening?
What's
What seems to be the problem?
Pizza. What's happening?
Pizza.
He will stop, turn around hysterically. "The ringleader is gone. Where is he? Oh my God, where's bow ties?" And then just run off. You can hear another gentleman, now that you've chased after him, towards the opening of the tent, trying to calm everyone down. He is a middle-aged man with a white goatee and a t-shirt and jeans. He's clearly not ready for anything, but his voice carries over the crowd as he tries to calm everyone down.
Did anybody check his closet? I mean,
We
bow
can't do the
ties.
show without the
Still in
ringleader.
bed.
Hey, yeah, maybe
I'll
he's in
go
the
check his
bathroom.
closet.
What did he eat last night?
You guys know that the gentleman in the white goatee and t-shirt is indeed the Barker.
Listen, I promise I didn't poison it this time. It wasn't me.
You wanted chaos, you're getting chaos.
Well, I mean, especially with Shiro being a jester, his trait
literally
is
am a trickster.
prankster. So him poisoning someone just enough to make them sick makes sense.
It's like, that tracks. He's over there. Oh, just kidding. Gotcha. Okay, now let's really find him. Why are you guys standing around?
Your instinct to prank is like slightly overriding like your need of like, crap, we have to do our job.
Oh, look, a penny.
I'm not getting hit right now, so I don't need to look for one.
Yet.
It's okay. Slapstick.
All right, so do you guys go over to the Barker, or do you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, we go to the
Yeah.
Barker.
I wanted to change it, check his closet. I don't.
Barker, I hardly know.
I will note that every time, like,
Oh, God.
my foot hits the ground is just in this
Yes.
a little, like, squeaky honk.
Everybody's got honky shoes on. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, honky shoes. Honky
Oh my
tonky
God. Wait,
shoes.
can I have the water spritz flower thing?
If you'd like.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask people to smell it from time to time, and then I'm gonna spray them in the face.
Who would have seen that coming?
Honk.
All right.
Eh.
So as you honk your way over to the ringleader, with your you hear his voice carrying over, trying to calm everyone down. And he as he's like, "No, wait, come back! No, get the animals back in there. We need to put them away." Oh, it's you guys.
Why you gotta
Sorry,
say it like that? Hold
everything's
on.
kind of a mess right now. What can I do for you?
I'll lean in and go.
You lean in, just go. Hank.
It didn't come through at first. I was like, what?
So you lean in and honk at the
Literally.
the barker.
Yes.
Just gets in
Yes.
You know what? Fuck it.
I'm gonna lean in and ask how long has the ringleader been missing?
In all goodies.
The barker will look at little Miss a goose and go, the secret code. I understand. All right, and then he'll turn and look at Scotty Biscotti and go, all right, here's the deal.
Here's the drip.
The ringleader, Bowties, has been missing for 2 days. He left to go see his family, spend some time with his kids. So many kids. But he has not returned. The last thing we saw when we went to his house was a poster, just a little flyer stuck on the wall for sweet attractions. The candy factory on the west side of town. That's the only clue I have. We need to find Bowties.
I'll give like a sad honk.
you sadly honk at him, and he goes, I know. But you've
I
already
pet
said-
my balloon dog because it's sad.
the rubbering screech
You
of
just
running
hear
your
that?
hand across a balloon. Just.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Can I task this with you? You're my 4 most vital attractions here. Clowns, very important to the show, as you know. I need you to go to his house, check out that flyer, and then see what else you can do. Can I trust you?
You got it.
I'm looking at him like he's trusting me. That's crazy.
I can handle these people.
He'll even put his hand on your shoulder, Mr. Bozo, and just lean in and go like, Mr. Bozo, I love you like a son, and you know this. I gotta trust you. Can I? Don't answer. I don't want to hear it. Just
I knew
do
I should
it.
never place his son all those years ago. Oh no.
Known to you as his son died in a fiery Ferris wheel accident years ago.
That's
so.
a lie. I told him. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
That's so actually, his son just wanted to escape. I helped him escape. That's all. Haha, no, I'm
You
kidding.
helped his son fake his death so he can get out of the goddamn circus.
He's the only one paying my bills right now.
He's actually like a tech broker in New York City.
He hooks me up.
But he funds you for helping him. So like
He
you
gives
have
me all the
these
nice
extra,
gadgets
like,
for
gag
pranks.
stuff because you're funded by you have a sugar daddy.
Oh my god.
I have a sugar daddy, but the dude's dad who wants to beat my dad. Oh my god.
This is getting weird.
This is wonderful.
That tracks with my character though.
It's the ultimate prank. Your son is dead.
Or is he?
The world may never know.
It's the
All right.
honking.
Fair. All right.
That
So
had to-
the barker has pointed you in the direction of the house and the flyer that is to the candy factory on the west side of town. So I take it you guys are going to go over to the ringleader's house.
Yes.
All
I'm
right,
driving.
whose car are we driving? Okay.
Whose car are we driving? All right.
I will flap
Do I
my
have a
We're all
car?
wings.
piling into one little tiny buggy.
That's what I was hoping for.
Alrighty, you guys hop into your clown car, which is indeed very small, but you guys all squeeze your ways into it. Who's driving?
I am.
I'll try.
Uh,
Oh.
The girl already
Everyone's trying to
called
drive.
it
So
first.
Yeah.
four steering wheels
Wait,
pop
no,
out
we
in front
race.
of each one of you, and you each grab a
Yes.
hold of
Actually,
it
no, that.
and drive.
Oh, we all control a separate wheel.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
Yes.
4 steering
It's the
wheels,
Power
each
Rangers
divided to
of a
one of the wheels of the
buggy.
car, and you all drive to the ringleader's house.
Guys.
It's like the clown, like
It's
fucking
the Power
gun
Rangers of a
Power
buggy.
Rangers.
Oh my god! Instead
Time
of
to
getting a
form
big
the
Megazord, we got a
Clownazord.
teeny buggy.
The Clown Zord. Should have made that a thing that you guys would have taken back, but
Oh my god! I need art now.
That's for the next session right there.
I need art.
Next session is a Megazord for clowns.
Oh my
Yes.
god! This is so
The
great.
Clownazord.
The Clownazord. The Mega Clowns.
The
All right. So you drive over to the ringleader's house, and like the Barker told you, on the door is a poster. It's very old, almost vintage at this point. The page is yellowed. It's a flyer for Sweet Attractions Candy Factory with an address. Is there anything you want to do at the ringleader's house, or where do you want to? It's free range again. So what
I
do you
try to
want
open
to
the
do now
door.
that you're there?
I'm gonna knock on the door
There's
and
gonna
see if I can
break
talk
in.
to the family.
All right. You
I'll do
knock.
the secret code that I just found out as she's knocking. Just say honk.
Honk. Honk.
So the door
Honk.
opens as a young lady steps out. Long blonde hair, very attractive. Just opens the door, but she is weeping. And she sees the four of you and is somewhat horrified and takes a step back until Mr. Bozo leans in and goes, honk. To which she'll stop and she'll be like, oh, thank God. Are you guys from the circus? Please tell me you're from the circus.
Indeed,
I
we
mean,
are. Like we just heard the news.
Oh,
I don't
thank
think
God.
we'd be dressed like this otherwise.
They have my husband and our kids.
And your kids, who?
Who does?
Who is they?
They were a rival clown circus. They're the damned Cirque du Soleil fuckers.
Damn it! Every time.
I'll give like a very angry honk.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Just for some random context, this is how I actually feel. Like, I'm a big circus person. I hate Cirque du Soleil.
Really?
Because it's not a real circus.
It really is.
So
It's
I
just a
vividly
Vegas show.
hate it. So this lady is me, very angry at the Cirque du Soleil.
Tristan comes running out of his house crying. My husband.
Do you know where they
Yes,
took him
so
or
that's what
why?
it is. I come running out, my husband and our children.
Oh, children.
Oh my god.
It's the honkening.
It's the honk. The
Honk-a-man.
clown-o-mat. So through her sobs, she explains to you that it was the evil Cirque du Soleil has taken her husband, bow ties, and their children. The only clue that she has is the poster that they left on the wall, with an arrow in it, but the arrow is glittery and has streamers on it. It's very much like, oh yeah, it's the fucking Cirque du Soleil. Could have figured that one out, I guess. But that is the clue that she can give you. Is there anything else you want to do to the house, or do you want to go to the candy factory? Do you want to just say, fuck it, well, he's gone now, I guess we'll run the show on our own?
I want to cheer up the lady by giving a very acrobatic twirl across the house and like my shoes are all honking. I got the honky things on my hands and I'm just rolling.
So you have
I'm
stickers on both
just
your hands and your shoes, and now you want
Yes.
to try and cheer up
Yes.
Bowtie's wife with an
It's just like a
Yes.
slow squeeze up.
Okay,
Yes.
you're gonna roll for your acrobatics, your acrobat.
okay.
And you can roll 2d6 because it is your
Okay.
specialty.
Okay.
Oh, she's distracting.
That's an 8. Wait.
No, you take the higher.
Oh, sorry. That's a 5.
Okay, so that is over 3, which is everyone's base number is 3 right now. So that means your 3 for clown goes up to 4.
The
And
4.
your normal person goes from 3 to 2.
2.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, would you like to describe your dance, or would you like me to give you the dance?
It's a very like um elegant but like tumbly dance as well. Just cartwheels and tumbles and like random honks in the
This is
middle.
messed up, but I would say I bet the kids really would have loved that.
So, as the wife watches you perform this acrobatic routine to try and cheer her up, the squeaks and honks from your shoes and your hands creating a melody with the right moments of landing and pirouetting. She smiles slightly and she goes, I knew the circus would deliver, even in my spirits as always. Please bring my husband and our children home. Please."
Little does she know I was smitten with her, and this was actually my grand way of showing
You're
Your
like,
mating
"We are
dance?"
married now.
And she reciprocated, just
and
saying.
she doesn't even know it. She doesn't even know it.
And we're all witnesses. Well, actually, I'm not inside.
Clear, there's
This
a
is
setting
my
difference.
up,
elaborate goose mating ritual, and I'll just like flap my wings and just honk at her.
So, just for context, now I know you're Little Miss a Goose. Are you a goose clown?
Yes, I am a
Okay.
goose clown.
I've already sweated through
Oh,
my
how
nose
the
blue. I apologize.
turntables.
I am a goose clown.
You are a goose clown. Got it.
A goose clown.
A goose clown.
Yes.
So, like, while all that was happening,
Okay.
I was still on the front porch, and I'm setting up a prank.
You're setting up a what?
A prank. I'm loosening one of the boards, so when someone steps on it, it hits them in the face. I don't
All
care
right.
who.
So while
It's
she's
gonna
distracted
happen.
by this dance, you are setting up a Three Stooges style prank.
Yes, I am.
Is there anybody else who would like to do something while at the ringleader's house?
I want to look around and see if there's anything I can find that had fallen or give any other clue
Alrighty.
while she's doing her mating dance.
Yes.
Just kind of maneuvering around.
Alrighty. Let's see.
What I need to ask.
For permission to snoop
Yeah,
around.
because I
while
figured she's distracted.
She is very distracted by this dance. She doesn't notice the prank being set up, and you can feel free to wander around. Do me a favor and roll 1d6 and tell me what you get.
Stars like Loki
A
seducing.
1.
I am.
Okay. So, I will let you know you found nothing.
Nice.
Isn't that always fun?
I'm being so helpful, guys.
You
Oh,
are.
me too, obviously.
You're being so helpful.
Not
I mean,
traumatizing
honkful.
at all.
So helpful.
So honkful.
So honkful. Gur, do you have anything you would like to do while at the ringleader's house? Or are you now like, I know my mission?
I know my mission.
Alrighty. So with that information, you have the option to either go back to the circus to tell the barker or head towards the candy factory.
We got this. Let's head to the candy factory.
Alright. You all pile back into your car, each
Did
controlling
anybody
a
step on
separate
that?
wheel.
Okay, never mind.
I want to stand on top of the car and like flap my wings and like try and stay on.
I will pull you into the car and buckle you in myself.
Oh.
Alrighty.
At it again.
So you folks are...
I would assume since.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you
I said I would assume since I was looking around, I didn't see the jokester
No, you
set
saw
up the
nothing.
prank and we're going out the same way.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. High or low? Nancy, give me high or
Oh.
low.
Oh, I have to roll again.
No. I'm asking you high or low.
Oh, low.
So as you walk out of the house from your snooping, you're still trying to avoid the gaze of the crying wife. And as you do, your foot touches the the deck, and up flies a plank, smacking you square in the face.
I snicker and
I
walk
didn't do
away.
anything.
I act like it wasn't me also.
So
Don't know it was you.
in this moment, the smart
act like
clown
it.
does not look so smart. As you all then file into the car, one of a specific goose tries to get on top before being yanked in by the hobo. And then you guys start driving off to said candy factory. We have a stretch and a hydrate.
Oh,
Alrighty. So, oh yeah, I guess hydrate was actually part of that as well.
Honkules.
Honkules.
I am the brawler.
Alrighty. So, you pull down up. Let me just pull down up, left, right, B, A, start.
No, we found the cheat codes.
The cheat code is honk. So you pull up. Pause. Rewind. Play. You are driving down a dirt road. Again, this is a part of town that is no longer functioning. Everything has been closed down. You pass by buildings with their doors boarded up, their windows boarded up, saying no entry. You come down after a dirt road to a chain link fence that once again says sweet attractions, do not enter, closed, no trespassing, the likes. But you do notice that the chain that once held it shut is now unpadlocked and hangs loose on the fence. You are at the opening of this area. You can use your car. You can either get out of the car, you can try and just drive through the gate. You can do whatever you want from this gated point.
I want to get out of the car and try and take the sign.
I was actually gonna pocket the chain and padlock, so
Okay, so we have the prankster grabbing the chain and the padlock, and a goose taking one of the signs with him. Which sign are you taking? Are you taking sweet attractions? You closed, no trespassing, no entry.
Take all of them.
Where are you gonna put them?
I pull out a screwdriver to help
You
you.
open
In
up the
my-
trunk and they hang out the back, but they're sitting in the back of the trunk.
Yes.
I support this decision.
Or wait, isn't with
I will
the old
put them
Beetles,
in
the
my
engine in the back?
pocket
I don't know.
that my very deep pocket that I have my like scarves in.
Oh, so just like a normal men's pocket.
Oh, that was such a
Yeah.
We could have pulled out the
Hey.
endless scarf for her to cry into. I didn't think about it. Oh, that would have been so perfect.
Well, now you know if you find her husband, she'll probably weep with joy. So
I'm gonna make somebody else cry. But yeah.
Jesus.
all right, so you've gotten out of the car, you've taken the chain and the padlock, you've taken all the signs and put them in your deep pocket. The gate's
Because my
still
men's
closed.
pockets.
Do you guys drive?
I will try to.
Hmm?
Sorry. I want to try and flip over the fence.
Oh, you want to like jump over it?
Yeah, I want to try and flip over it and like try and see if I can open it from the inside.
Well, the
As
padlock
you
off,
flip
you can just
over
It was
it, I'm
open.
gonna No, yeah, no,
She
go
knows
for it,
what she's
please.
doing.
Because as you're doing it, I want to just slowly push it open.
Oh.
I know what I'm
I
doing.
thought you were going to close it and chain it up again.
Oh my god, but I don't know the password.
Yeah, you don't know the padlock's code. You'd be
I was so tempted to move it while you flipped over it, but I was like, let me not do that because that could be dangerous. But I'm really tempted.
Do you think I'm not that great of an acrobat that I would have not taken your
No.
pranks into account?
It's not that. I don't think you can dodge in midair.
This says you. Have you ever watched anime?
Sure, like, but this ain't anime. This is clownime.
We need a clown anime.
Oh my god,
We
big eyes, small.
big eyes,
what is
small
this?
mouth.
The guy's small mouth, but clown version.
Yeah, trust me. If I felt that I could like create like Clown Card to be a full-on like TTRPG, I would do it. But
If there's any
I
manga
don't-
artists in chat, make this happen,
I just
please.
don't know if there's a market for a full-on TTRPG that is a clown based. Doing something like Honey Heist is probably
Yes. You don't know
Clown
till you put it out there.
shonen.
clown shonen.
Yeah,
Shonen.
with its own like power
Wait, what?
power
Shonen.
system and everything.
Shonen honk.
Shonen
Yes.
honk.
All right, so we have Little Miss a Goose wants to jump over the unlocked fence to open it from the inside to prove that they are a wonderful acrobat.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have you roll. This is where it will sound funny. You're gonna roll 2d6, but it's gonna be your human score.
Okay.
Because you're not doing anything flourishing, you're just jumping over a fence.
Okay. 6.
All right, that is above the the 2 that you were at. So
So it goes back to 3, both of them.
you are now back to middle. As
Damn.
a reminder, if you need to put any more points into clown, like if you're running too low on clown, you can do if you find cotton candy, very much like the honey from Honey Heist. To do the other, there is still the flashback function to put it into your normal.
I
'Cause
forgot
that is,
about that.
yeah, that is for like when you like go flashback. Well, actually, we said if we ran to this, we were going to do this, so the planning
All of
stage.
us.
Just for rolling. How did I phrase that? You can voluntarily move 1 point from clown to normal by doing a flashback scene in which you and your other clowns plan out what you were going to do over ice cream floats at a soda bar.
Yeah.
That sounds so quaint.
That sounds like something Blackbeak would do.
It is. You can
Clown Blackbeak.
clown beak. And again, you can move.
Clown
You can
beak.
voluntarily move 1 point from normal to clown by eating cotton candy.
Okay.
All right.
Obviously, we gotta
Quick
steal all
question.
of Cirque Soleil's candy.
What was that, Nancy?
It's a quick question. When I did the rolls earlier, did I lose, gain?
So since you were doing a normal thing, and you failed spectacularly, it shifted that your clown went up by 1, your normal went down by 1.
Okay.
Alrighty. So,
Thanks for the reminder.
not a problem. So what we see is Little Miss a Goose just flaps as they jump over the fence, lands very well. No flourish whatsoever. That just like, you don't think I can just jump over this? Whee! And lands. As then Mr. Boza goes, nice, and then pushes the gate open.
I'd
I'll
like
give
to
like a
imagine
little
that
sad
as he's,
honk.
Like to imagine as he's opening it, what?
as he's opening it with the land, it's like an exhale of the squeak and then slowly coming back in as he's opening it.
Yeah. A deflate and an inflate.
Alrighty. So I imagine you all now hop back into your car, now with chain, padlock, and no trespassing signs that were vital to your mission here. Get in the car and then proceed down the dirt road.
No signs mean we didn't commit any crimes.
Yeah, 'cause that's how that
No,
works.
You
evidence.
weren't trespassing. There was no signs that said no trespassing.
Obviously.
Obviously.
All right. So as you travel down the
Probably
road,
Strolls was away then.
so you drive down this dirt road, and as you crest this hill, you see the upwards part of a very large candy factory that used to be out of commission. As it crests the hill, you see smokestacks billowing black smoke. Again, this is supposed to be abandoned and no longer in use, but you can clearly see something is going on. As it crests over the hill, you guys drive over. You start driving all the way down, and you're now in front of an old candy factory. The doors and the walls are starting to rust. What used to be pastel and color building is now dreary and brown, and the colors are fading as the speckles of orange rust circle certain areas, such as the windows and the doors, or the vents that are hanging off the side. Again, black smoke is billowing out of the giant smokestacks, so you can clearly tell that something's there. But now you are free to attempt to deal with where you are at.
How many cars or vehicles did we see coming down?
On your way down, you didn't see any because it was just a lone dirt road. But now that you're in front of it, you're in the employee parking area slash vegetation areas. You will see that there is a fleet of cars, most of which are no longer working. They're very rusted. They're very old. But there is one that is covered in lights. It is fairly large, almost a think of those old like military trucks that they would drive like the soldiers in with like the tarped back, but it is covered. It is like a navy blue with like robin's egg blue accents. There are lights on it. It is everything on it is in French. So unless you speak French, you don't know what it says, but you do recognize the words "cirque." Um, you can tell that whoever is here probably showed up in that car.
Do we see anyone in there?
You do not see anyone in the car. There is no one outside, and the outside look is very dead. The only sign of life right now that you see is the smokestacks. But you,
I
I'd
want
like
to
to check
break
out
into
the
the car.
that was both of you saying I want to check out the car, I assume. All right. So you guys go over to the car. It is essentially an employee transport, from what you can tell. Again, blue with the lights. The lights are still on. You can hear some pretentious like music still coming from some of the speakers on the outside of it. Uh, you can tell I hate the Cirque du Soleil.
Why no?
My
What?
passive aggressive.
No.
Why no?
No. You can see that inside of the back of it is empty. There is a platform in the middle that is there's like a circle cut out in the middle of it with a plate, but it looks like it has hand railings that fold up in the middle of the bed of the truck. But other than that, it's fairly empty.
So no sign of a struggle.
Not that you can see. You can see what looks like hay that is scattered around the bed of it, and certain pieces. Like more like you're not sure why they would have it. They don't have any animals in the Cirque du Soleil, so it seems a little out of place. But outside of that, there's not a whole lot of signs of struggle.
I would like to
Suspicious.
poke at the car. Just give it a little poke.
You poke the car, and nothing happens. It's
Oh, you think
just
the
a
alarm goes off?
Am I
Uh,
smart
I'll
enough
give, like,
to
a sad honk.
rewire something in the car?
You said you're looking for like you said, are you installing a tripwire or is there a tripwire?
Am I smart enough to rewire? I want to connect the brakes
You
to
want
the
to
horn.
hotwire a car?
Oh, I want to connect the brakes to the horn and the horn to the brakes. I want to basically, what's it, Big Fat Liar, the movie? I'm trying to do that to this car.
Wow, what a deep cut. All right.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, roll me. Let's see, because this is a very clown prank to do. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll me 2d6 and take the higher.
Oh, yeah. 4.
Alrighty. Does that beat your clown score?
Yeah, it's my first roll today.
Okay, so yeah, so you just barely beat it. So that means your clown score will go up by 1, your normal will go down by 1. And
That tracks.
That tracks. So you do take the time while you have a goose poking the back. You have 2 other ones kind of investigating the bed of the truck. Going, is this hay? That's weird. They don't have any animals. All while you can hear clinking and tinkering from the engine. And then as the hood closes, the door opens as Mr. Bozo slides his way in and is under the steering wheel messing with stuff. And you You successfully wire the
Yeah.
brake to so you undo the wires that go to the brake lights, go to the horn, so whenever they press the brakes, the horn would honk instead of turning on brake lights.
I'm so happy.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're happy. All right, so the truck is empty. You've rewired the truck. The only thing you're finding in the back is hay, and what looks like a platform in the back of it. Where do you go now, or what do you do now? I should say. I should say also,
guys.
you are in the front of the building, where there is the employee parking and the visitor parking. So in front of you and you're facing is a set of very large doors, almost reminiscent of like Willy Wonka, where they're like, man, why do you need such big fucking doors for a fucking candy shop? This is kind of weird. Kind of a thing. It's kind of bizarre.
So I feel like we should be kind of stealthy sneaking in there. As she looks to little Miss Agus, the goose.
Yeah, because I thought we all had squeaky shoes.
That's true.
I take
We
out
all
the
got
bells and
squeaky
whistles I was gonna set up for a trap and put them away.
I will honk in agreement.
Honk in agreement.
And then I'm like,
Honk.
no, shh, honk, like a quiet honk.
Quiet.
Uh-huh.
So you all stealthily honk to one another and go, we have to be stealthy, with the secret code word of honk.
Honk.
All right, so you agree to be stealthy. What do you do to be said stealthy?
I would go and whisper tootsies out,
You would what?
shoes in hand. Whisper, like, barefoot.
Okay, so you have removed your clown shoes to be stealthy.
So do I.
All right.
I will
don't have
acrobatically
squeaky
flip and tumble on my way towards wherever we are going.
Are you trying to just go full clown at some point?
I know my roots.
Alrighty. All right, Star, you want to acrobatically flip and tumble stealthily as you do. So
Yes.
you want to roll me clown?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Pa-da-da-da. 4.
All right, is it higher than your clown score?
Higher, yes. So my
Alright.
clown score goes to 4,
Yep.
and my human goes to 2.
Yep. All right, just as a reminder, for mine, if you 1 is the lowest you can go before you go full normal. So like if you let's say you have 1 and you lose, like you go to 0, that's where you'll go full whatever direction.
That's
you're
when
in.
the people will come and get you.
Yes. So like
Does that mean we're out of the game?
yeah, well, yeah, then you can like roll up a new character and I'll throw you in there real quick again.
Okay.
So yeah, so so you have that full scale, but if you go into 0 or you go to 7, that's where you're like out of luck with that character.
Got it.
So yeah, so so watching her fellow clowns take off their squeaky shoes, little Miss Goose decides, nah, I got a better idea. And
Yeah.
just very delicately is tip tapping on her tiptoes and cartwheeling, rolling on the sides of her hands and
Flapping my wings at
flapping
some
the wings
points.
to get over certain areas. Very much acrobatically doing that way. So are you guys starting to circle the building to see if you can find like an employee entrance or a service door or anything like that?
I
Are you
would say,
cartwheeling around the
Windows.
outside of the building?
Super stealthy is that cartwheel.
I just like clicked in my house like, wait, we're not even inside yet.
Nope. Just want to start cartwheeling around the building.
I respect it.
All right.
That's
so
funny.
left
It's
or
a
right?
show of dominance.
to the left, to the left.
To the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. You just
I'm
don't
down
know
for
about
it.
Yep.
me. All right. So as you guys start circling left, stealthily, acrobatically, you guys will start walking around the side of the building. You'll take it turns right because it's very much a big square. As you approach on the left, you will find a set of roll-up doors that are definitely marked for like in and outgoing deliveries, supplies, product and stuff like that. That's the first thing you come across is a set of roll-up doors.
Did you say warlock doors?
Roll-up doors.
Oh, roll up. Sorry,
Like
I
those
was like,
big metal like.
And we
I'm
can see
gonna
inside.
slowly open it.
Alrighty, let's see.
I can help
Right on
if
the
you
dot.
need it.
All right.
Eldritch Blast.
Warlock doors, Eldritch Blast. So you'll slowly
So anyway, it's hard to
open the
blast.
door, and it starts clicking slowly out, like, as it rolls up. And you're good. The door opens. It wasn't locked. So you now have an open door. Do you guys proceed in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm tiptoeing.
All right.
I'll give a stealthy honk before going in.
Alrighty. No one checked for traps, so you trip a laser wire, and out of the ceiling drops 2 turrets. They are bright green and yellow. They look like classic super soakers.
Eh, eh, eh.
I'm
There
like,
is a bit
oh,
of a
that's
honking
classic.
sound. It's a honk, but in French. So whatever a French honk is.
Yonk.
Les honk.
Le
Les
honk,
honk.
le honk,
Les honk.
intrudeas,
Through the honk.
Um,
I'm gonna do from out home.
Reminds me of like, what's it, Madagascar with 3? I think
There was 3 of them?
There's like,
There's
3
like
or 4
4.
movies.
Europe's Most Wanted, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, Europe's Most Wanted. That's what it
Because
is.
isn't there just also just penguins? Like, don't they have their own standalone?
Yeah,
movie
they have
as
their own
well?
show and movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the alarm goes off as these 2 turrets that look like classic super soakers arrive. Now, this is one of those ones where, for me, the super soaker turrets mean something pretty drastic for you guys. You guys are clowns. Something very vital to clowns is your makeup. It's what makes the clowns.
No.
So this is why they're super soakers and not just like guns. If you are hit by a
Guys.
turret, your clown score will drop by 1 immediately.
No.
Because you
I
will
grabbed Mr. Bozo and put him in front of me.
I was gonna grab my jacket and put it in front of my face.
I got my
rather than
shoes and just kind of
avoiding
covered.
them, you guys are like, fuck it, I'm gonna stand right here. You stand here. I'm not moving.
I mean, I was gonna try to get out of the way, but I got pulled
I will
in the way.
acrobatically
So
fly out of the way.
Is
I
there
don't
a
know.
door
Wait,
on the other
hold
end?
on. I'm stronger than you. I'm gonna yeet you and myself out of the way.
Yes, on the other side of this bay area is a door that leads into the candy factory. But right now you're in a loading
gonna
zone.
Forgot I am strong.
I'm gonna start sprinting to the door.
Okay, so you have one clown sprinting.
Wait,
I
have
will
a
I don't want to be
try
moving
to-
the button.
So we got an acrobatic jumping. We have one sprinting. We have
I have a
No,
question.
flying.
Wait, before ours happens, I have a question.
okay.
Have they started shooting yet?
No, you can see that they're tracked on you at this very moment, almost as if.
Would I have the time, because she grabbed me,
Uh
to take off my glove and slap her in the face and then get out of the way?
huh. So you want to slap Cherry cheeks with your glove to get out of her grip so that you can start running.
I mean, I'll take her with me, but it's for the
I feel like you have a
disrespect of it.
disadvantage though because I'm holding you from the
I'm
back. So you have
strong.
to like.
I mean,
I'm
for the
strong.
record, Cherry is indeed a hobo, which means that she has pity points, so she is very sad. So I tell you what, do you guys want to do a clown roll off between
Clown off.
between just being too sad to hit, or the slapstick being like, screw it, I'm gonna hit you anyway?
Let's go for it.
All right, so
Let's do it.
We'll say this: you each roll a d6. Tell me what your number is, and whoever is higher.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I don't think you're winning this one, Bucko.
Probably not. I rolled a
Friday
three.
night
I rolled a
smack clown.
So we have a 6 versus a 3.
That was an aggressive slap.
Okay. This is what I'll do, just because
Friday
it's funny
night
to me.
smack clown.
So you smack Cherry in the face hard with your glove, to which she does release you. But now the next time that Cherry does anything for pity, you will have advantage on automatically because you've been hit in the face and everyone saw you get smacked in the face, so everyone feels bad for you now. All right, so
You do a
Now I'll
wind up.
pull us out of the water.
all right, so
Oh.
you see as these two turrets aim down at you. There are 4 of you. From what I understand, one is going to try and fly as a goose. One is going to
Yes.
sprint as a clown, a puppeteer, in fact, right, Nancy? Were you a puppeteer or
Yes.
okay? Which hasn't come into play yet.
I'm really curious.
And then so
Maybe I
one
could
of-
persuade the turrets.
I mean, that's just the skill that comes with puppeteering. You could be holding a puppet the entire time. Okay, Shiro and Gur, you have now been released from your coils. What are you two gonna do?
I'll pull
I
her
guess-
out of the way
Yeah.
So you
after I slapped her.
slap her and you guys what dive to the side as the other two go forward?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll go this way. Nancy, roll me a normal person check for sprinting.
Is that 2 dice or 1?
That's just 1. You're just running, so that's not really any of your skills unless you're going to try and persuade them to not shoot you.
I heard the warning.
I
Told
got a
you.
1.
Oh.
All
Oh,
right, that
God.
means your normal goes down by 1 and your clown goes up by 1.
Oh no.
Star, roll me clown for flying.
6.
Alrighty, you're doing you do manage to fly straight down.
Yeah.
Raise that clown up 1 and that human down 1, or the normal down 1.
Human 1 and clown 5. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
That's where I'm at right now too.
Oh no, you guys have to make some really good decisions here. Remember, you can get clowns by going up, or clown to go up by 1 by eating cotton candy, or you can get your human to go up by doing flashbacks. All right.
You have to be in a specific location for flashbacks.
You could just go flashback and then like give a description of like a plan that you would have in place that would affect the current situation you're in.
Flashback.
So like if you're
Well, I don't have a plan.
So,
Oh,
you
you-
can, so
no, you-
for
I have
example,
one if you
just for
don't.
the flashback feature is kind of a bizarre one, especially in this case. So you could say, for example, that you've fallen flat on your face, your numbers are where they are, and you're like, all right, flashback. We back when we were planning how we were going to do this, I was going to say that I had a raincoat that I could throw
Dang.
over myself
no.
in case I run into something wet. To which then you could say that way you're protecting yourself. So that way you would move your human up 1, your clown down 1, and you would say that you now have like a let's say like those inflatable life jacket type things. So like I pull a cord and I'll and a raincoat falls down on top of you in case you get shot by something wet.
I was gonna flashback,
Okay.
but not the raincoat.
Okay, I mean that was just an example for someone in Nancy's position who is now
I'll
face
let Nancy
down
go
in
first.
front of 2 turrets who now have a target fly right through them, but they see one that's down as 2 dive
Oh,
off to
no.
the side. So, is that something that you would like to do now, Nancy, or would you like to reserve that for a later moment?
How many flashbacks can I do?
As of right now,
Or does it-
unlimited. And this is the
Oh.
where like you can either try and
I'd like to
find
do a
cotton
flashback.
candy, or you could just lie to me and say you have cotton candy in your pocket. I don't care.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I knew I was gonna need this today.
I always bring a snack wherever I go.
I mean,
Flashback is to take 1 from clown and put it to normal.
yes, so they would shift.
Okay.
So your normal would go up, your clown would go down. Yeah.
I'd like to do a flashback.
All right. Tell me what you're flashbacking here. You are now currently laying face down in front of 2 water gun turrets. What is your flashback saying that you were doing for this part of the plan?
Oh, they're both aiming at me?
with Star diving right through the middle of them super fast, they both saw you drop. So yes, they are both currently aiming at you. Because your two other clowns have dove off to the side. You know what? Screw it. We'll say that one followed them off to the side, but they are behind cover, so it's waiting for them. So you have one currently on you. There's 4 clowns and only 2 guns.
Okay.
Oh, we would have been fine.
If I can use the raincoat part, I'd like to like put it in front of me and kind of walk to the turret to cover it.
Okay, so we're kind of like some Rainbow Six Siege, like shielding with a raincoat shield.
Yeah.
All right,
I love
so
it.
your current goal right now is to try and stop the one turret from actually hitting you by this now, like, well, again, we'll say the inflatable kind of like you pull a string on your outfit, all of a sudden out of your chest bursts this raincoat material shield with like a clear visor in the middle of it as you like then like hunker down and like start walking forward with this gun. As you approach, then fires off at you in a strong stream of water, just hitting the front of your raincoat shield. All right, so we'll say
I have to go
that
for strength.
this is where you get, let's see, because you're the Perot, yeah. So you're smart. You were like, I know what I should do. All right, Star, you have flown all the way past the turrets.
Yes.
Nancy, you are now walking forward at a slow, progressive speed as this thing is trying to shoot you. And
I'm wearing one down.
you are. And the other one is still trained on Gur and Shiro, as you are behind a bunch of old boxes of cotton candy.
Now it's time for my flashback.
You have a flashback? All right. What is your flashback?
I remember it like it was only a few minutes ago. I was at that lady's house, the husband's wife's lady house.
The Ringleader's house, yes.
Ringleader's house. I'm like, oh, I like this umbrella. This is really nice. And I took it and I put it in my like you know, like the pockets are actually like not pockets. It's like a pocket, but it's as long as your leg.
Yes. So you
Yeah,
pull
you
an
put it in
umbrella
there.
out of your leg pocket.
Oh, I forgot I took this. I mean, borrowed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a cute see-through one with ducks on it.
Oh.
I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of.
I did say he had kids, so.
Oh yeah,
Little
that's why I
kid's
came
umbrella?
up with that. Yes.
All right, so you've pulled out your umbrella. You're aware that you have one turret aiming at you, one turret shooting Scotty Biscotti, as little Miss Goose is standing over by the door, just kind of hanging out right now.
Yeah, I'm just honking at them like.
I'm gonna look at Gur and be like, "I got this. Make a run for it."
Just
And
getting
I-
them like.
I poke
like,
out my
why are you
head.
guys so slow?
I have gone now like Mission Impossible. I'm so serious, but it's such a joke. And I look at the turret and we make eye contact. Not that it has eyes. And I unleash my umbrella. By that I mean I unfold it and I shield myself to get away.
All right. So
And I
right
duck
now-
behind him.
All right.
And
so
I
we
make it
have
as
two-
As
dramatic
that
as
song
possible.
playing in the background with the tree.
So we have 2 shield moments pressing on towards these 2 water gun turrets. As one
Save
clown stands in the
yourself!
background going, like checking her watch, tapping her foot.
You
just
must live on
waiting.
without me.
Pulling out a little squeaky horn, just going.
Tell Barker that his kid might not actually be dead.
All right. So as you guys start progressing towards the turrets, I assume you guys will also cycle in circles so that you don't get shot in the back, and then start slowly backing up.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Good. As you guys start progressing towards the door, you hear the gentle honking encouragement of little Miss Goose, who is growing impatient because you guys are so slow. You feel the water pressure hitting against your shield start to diminish and then sputter and then it just starts misting, and then you can see them run empty and powered down. As you'll notice by the door, 2 large tanks have now been depleted.
That reminds me of the War of '97.
Which
I need to go
97?
steal some cotton candy.
I don't know. I was a baby.
All right. So, in the delivery area, you will see that there is cotton candy in boxes. They're in like those little plastic tubs, as well as like those like Mylar bags. So you are surrounded in the delivery area by cotton candy. I wanted to
I'm gonna
make
nix
sure-
them.
you're gonna-
Pocket it.
Yeah, pocket.
Pocket
Everyone's
some.
gonna pocket some
Wait.
cotton candy for the future.
Eating cotton candy gives you a point in clown or loses a point in clown?
Game
Point.
clown.
Oh yeah, I have too many in clown. I'm good.
I mean, in case you start doing a ton of normal person things, like that's
No, that's fine.
Shiro,
I'm
normal
4
person
right
things?
now.
that's why
I'm
it's
for it.
there. I wanted
No,
to make
that's
sure
why
you
I'm
guys had
pocketing it for
access to
later.
cotton candy because again, you guys could have just told me that you had it at all times and lied to me, and I was like, whatever.
Oh, we found their pocket. I mean, their cotton candy reserves.
You did. You didn't
Oh, yeah.
indeed find the Cirque du Soleil candy reserves.
Do they even sell?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, there's big boxes. I'm assuming not.
You are in a candy factory. It's not owned by Cirque du Soleil. They just thought this was a convenient spot.
But it's an old factory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
true.
was wondering, like, it's like dirty and stale cotton candy.
No, it's
Probably.
cotton candy. It's sugar. It stays in its natural state.
You didn't see that. I mean, hear that.
All right, so
It
you've
should.
arrived at a door which is unlocked because they had to get in somehow. If you guys had gone to the main doors, they would have been locked. So yeah, the turrets have powered down, and you're at a door that leads into the candy factory.
Can I unlock the main door? Just in case.
You'd have to go into the candy factory,
Oh.
turn right,
Oh,
go to the
okay.
main door, and unlock it.
Oh, okay, I got it. Got it. What?
I'm gonna slowly open the door and pop my head out and look around.
Okay. You find yourself
For traps.
looking down a dark hallway with a couple of doors. There's a large section further down to the right that it looks more like the tail end of the welcoming area with the reception desk because you guys just looped kind of around. You guys can go very far from the front. But further down, you'll see that there is more hallway, and it veers off to the left.
Okay.
When I do honey heist, I usually have.
Is there any electricity at the reception desk?
There is low levels of electricity, so it's almost like emergency lighting. So like it's almost like running on generator power. So there is some light.
So we wouldn't be able to see a map or anything.
If you were to go to reception, you could probably look at a map, and see some of the area. If you'd like to, like it's not like pitch
Let's
black.
get
It's
a
just
lay of
emergency
the
lighting.
land.
Okay, coast is clear, guys. Let's go.
Yes.
As we slowly
I'd like to
creep
see
down the hall.
Or if we're able to take a map, I'd like to take it, or if not, look at it and kind of try and memorize it.
Okay.
As I creep down the hallway, I'm like lightly humming Mission Impossible.
I was like, screw it, let me just pull up an actual like
Maybe I should
layout for a freaking.
I'm gonna hum Emperor's New Groove when Kronk is trying to sneak out.
All right, so
So
if you guys
please, Mom.
go, let's see that. Yeah, that was to the right. So if you go down the hallway to the right, you will find the reception area. It is very what's the word I'm looking for? Garish. Like this is very much like somebody who watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory once and went, "We need to do that with our candy factory." So everything is exaggerated, almost circus-like, with very with colors that have faded. Everything's kind of like molded to look super extravagant and whatnot. Info is printed on the side desk, and there is a map plastered onto the wall in a frame. Very much that old style, kind of like Think of like the '80s kind of like
You are
setup where
here.
you walk in there,
Mhm.
everything's kind of like, oh, this is
You are
retro.
here.
Yeah, very much that where it's a sticker place onto the plastic of the framing on the outside. You could probably rip off the frame and pull the map out of it. And there are a couple of brochures off to the side.
Is it
I will.
is it glassed in for the
It is a
for the map?
it's a very cheap frame that was like plexiglass with like a wooden trim that was kind of like nail gunned to the wall, but like the very very thin nail. So like if you wanted to, you could rip it off the wall.
So I'm gonna reach into my pocket, pull out a little tiny hammer, and just go blink. Take out the map.
You slide the map out. It's about this big. It kind of gives you a layout. You see that you're in the reception area now. If you were to turn left, it would have taken you back to the employee entrance in the back of the building, which is one of the reasons this factory did not do well, was because the employee parking was in the front, but the employee entrance was in the back. Employees hated this. If you were to go back to that hallway where you saw it turn left, it would have taken you down towards some of the offices. You'll see that if you were to continue right from there, that's where you'll start finding a lot of the factory floor stuff. In the center is the main factory chamber where they have where they build most of their cotton candy. You see one room is blacked out on the map towards the back of the building where the employees are. Entrance is in the offices. There's a room that is blacked out, says restricted on it. It looks like it was scribbled on with like Sharpie. But yeah, that's the main center part is where they produce most of their cotton candy. There's a couple other areas where there's other kinds of candy that they build, depending on which map you look at. The employee one versus the attraction one, where everything's like very colorful and with like silly names, like Chocolate Kingdom and Cotton Candy Cloudland kind of thing. Versus the employee one that you have that is much more like cotton candy preparation, accounting, stuff like that.
HR.
But on both maps, there is one that says restricted.
Can I steal all of the brochures?
Sure.
I will steal all of the brochures.
By all means.
So I'm gonna look at the map over Scotty's shoulder and point to the main factory, and I say, I think that's where they're probably holding him.
You are probably correct. Alrighty, so that is your goal. From where you are now, there is a wall kind of cutting you off from there, so you would have to travel, according to my map, you'd have to go back north towards the employees, like changing rooms and stuff like that, and turn right where other offices are before you can even remotely get to the center area.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
check out the changing rooms.
Yeah.
You gonna check out the what now? The changing rooms?
Changing rooms.
Okay.
See if there was something.
Okay. So as a group, you travel north past the hallway you guys came in from. Keep going north. In front of you, you'll see that there is glass doors with very classic like swipe card stuff, not modern day stuff, but it's very old, like where you have like the almost like the what are they called, the cardboard cards with the holes in it to like swipe in and stuff like that.
Oh, the clock and the punch cards.
cards.
Yes, very much like those. You'll see those right next to the door. That door is locked. You can tell as you get over there that it's a very classic, like clunk kind of lock. So that would have been another obstacle if you guys had come that way. Star, do you want to unlock that door as well?
Yes.
All right, I figured you might. From where you're standing now, to your right is the hallway towards the offices. To the left is the employee changing room. Scotty, you would want to go to the changing rooms. Is that accurate? All right. As you enter the changing room, there's a lot of old gray lockers. This changing room is oddly very bland compared to the rest of the factory. It looks like this was almost designed to be just sad.
I fit right in.
There you go.
Parking in the front, open in the back.
Some of the lockers are open. There's a couple of areas where there's a couple of bright pink hard hats are strewn across this area. Some of the lockers are open as well. You can find like these baby blue jumpsuits hanging up. Some of them have names, some of them don't. Some are in better condition than others. For the most part, this area feels very empty, but towards the as you're in there, the far end to the left, there is restrooms, and you can hear a faint splashing and murmuring coming from that area.
I'll take a hard hat for safety
Alrighty.
and put it on my head.
All right, so you're now wearing a hard hat that says "Sweet Attractions."
And I'll throw like a little bit of glitter on the employee room to like spice it up a bit.
Little misfortune.
Yes.
So just like a like a JoJo character, just going, this place needs a little life. And just,
Pizzazz!
there's a coat of
This place needs a little honk.
uh,
Is the splashing recognizable?
not to you. It's a light splashing, and sorry, I had a pop up. Go away, pop-ups. And you not sure. It doesn't sound familiar to you, so you can investigate if you want. You don't recognize the voice being said.
There's a voice?
There's a murmuring voice. You're not quite sure.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not like you can hear someone saying anything. It's just like it sounds like someone's talking over there.
Let's slowly get close.
I want to get close to the opening and see if I can make anything else out, but not go in.
Okay. As you approach the area, you'll hear the sound get a little bit louder, a little bit more clear, and it sounds like someone's talking inside of a stall. You're not sure to who, if it's to themselves or what. What you'll hear is them say, "Look, I know. I'm on the lookout. It's fine. Don't worry about it." As you're in the opening, you can actually see the person is because you can't see into the stall, but if you're looking to the side, you can see that they're actually on their hands and knees with their head in the toilet, more or less. All you see is hands and like the knee area of the stall, so it looks like they're talking into a toilet.
Oh.
And they are murmuring about they're on the lookout. Don't worry about it. They'll let them know if anything happens or anything changes. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I had a great idea for a second, but then you said that, and it went out my brain.
Are you gonna give
I
this dude a
was trying to
swirly or something?
No, I said I had a prank before. I thought he was sitting in the stall. You're like, his face is in the stall. I was like, what? My brain just went blank after that.
Yep, his head is. He's talking into a toilet bowl.
So I'm going to turn back to the group and kind of motion, like, there's something in the stall.
I'll come
There's
over.
someone here.
I'll subtly squeak my way over.
Should we interrogate it or black it out? I mean, knock it out.
Black it out.
Interrogate or black it out.
I was like thinking make him black out, but I just worded.
Things in toilet and we're going to black them out.
Give him a swirly. And a wedgie.
All right.
Is he saying anything else when like the group comes over?
No. In fact, he'll be like, "I'll let you know," and then you'll hear the toilet flush. You'll hear the slight. It's a sound somewhere between clip clop kind of sound, and as well as like a slap of beat on the floor as they stand up. You can see that they're from under the stall. They are shorter in stature. as their legs are very bowed, as they're not wearing any shoes or anything, and they'll start to open the stall door. And this is where you can decide if you want to try to avoid him or if you want to try and deal with him.
I almost
Listen,
want to
Terry,
run up and just shove him back into the stall with the stall
Get
door.
'em,
Because I'm going to
girls.
freak out.
Do it. Do it.
Let's
do it.
go.
All
Okay,
right.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
So
run
you-
up, slam the stall door in his face.
I'm gonna scoop his little feet with my umbrella hook.
Alrighty.
I'll
So,
honk at him.
Oh, got him.
all right. So in this moment, we'll have Scotty comes over as the stall door starts to open outward. Scotty slaps the door hard. Go ahead and roll me. Let's see, human. Mr. Bozo, you are using brawling, so go ahead and roll me clown with advantage.
Oh god.
Because I'm trying to.
I got a
God,
3.
Is that higher than your human score?
Yes, I'm at 2.
Okay, so then you'll succeed with smashing this dude in the face with the door. Shiro,
Succeeded
you're rolling
by
for
one.
brawling.
I succeeded by 1. I am now 6 or 4 out of, or no, 5 out of 1.
So in the combination of this dude's little, which with you guys getting this close, you can see that he is bright red. As you hook his little bowed legs, and a door slams forward, breaking the hinge so it swings the opposite direction it's supposed to, smacking this dude in the face as he flies back into the stall, crashing onto the toilet as it flushes again. In front of you is a bright red monstrosity with huge clawed hands and red, like almost feet that are almost a mixture of human and crustacean, as you have now encountered the lobster boy.
The lobster boy.
You have run into the lobster boy.
Did we just beat up a kid?
No, it is a man. It is a grown man.
Okay, cool. I feel better.
But he is a amalgamation of a lobster and a human. Let's see if he stays conscious.
I was wondering that.
Attack twice.
Okay. So he does stay conscious, but just barely. Like he it was like the lowest he could have rolled. So he's very dazed. As you like burst through this door, smacking him.
Your audio went out.
Your audio's gone.
Yeah, I
Your
can't hear
audio's
you.
gone. Sorry, I mean honk.
Oh.
The audience is gone.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, you smack open the door as he goes flying, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" As he slams down onto the seat of the toilet, his head kind of like bobbled around as he has like those long whiskers that lobsters had, his clawed hands, very much like Zoidberg. Kind of just
Stealing that umbrella and whacking him again.
okay. You take the umbrella away and you whack him in the face. Are you trying to knock him unconscious, or are you just trying to keep him?
No, I'm just panicking.
He took my umbrella from me.
No, I'm panicking.
Why do I
love
feel it's
this.
a moment of like he smashes and you steal the umbrella, you whack him out of panic, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell?" And you stare at him for a second, and you're like, "Ah!" and whack him a second time, and he's like, "Jesus Christ!" I'm sorry, Jesus crustacean.
Is there a hook on the back of the bathroom door?
A hook, yes, like a normal stall hook where you would hang up your bag or your clothes when you're changing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang him up, but like in wedgie.
Okay, so you wedgie him up onto the hook as he's sitting there like, he's like flailing a bit, like what the, he can't quite reach because of the way his arms are. He can't reach where the fabric is. He's like, what the
Hurry up!
hell? This would be a lot worse if I had an actual ass. What the fuck? But he is
partially curious, but I'm not looking.
he's a crustacean. So he is now hanging on the back of the door, very confused as to what's going on. Do you have anything you want to say to him, or are you just gonna leave him there?
Can I put a bright red nose on his nose?
He doesn't have a nose, but you can stick it to where his nose would be. Sure.
Yes.
You just,
I
have,
would
you
do
just have a
that.
pocket full of sticky noses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on the like, God damn it! I'm not one of you.
I do my best worst impression of where is she from Batman, but it's where is he? I never said a name. I just said where is he. That's it.
I'll just honk at him.
Threatening with an umbrella again, like,
I'll just squeeze the nose and go
Okay.
honk.
Okay. So this is what we'll do. You honk, and he instantly doesn't like you because he's apparently not a fan of clowns.
Yeah.
Mr.
too bad.
Bozo goes, "Where is he?" He looks at you and like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Turns, looks at Scotty, who is holding the umbrella. Scotty, roll me persuasion. So roll 2d6 and take the higher.
Oh my god, this is so great.
This is...
I rolled 2 ones.
Oh
my God.
no!
I'm
Oh,
throwing these dice away.
put him in the jail.
Put him in the jail.
All right. So with that,
Ah, dang it.
so that was a failure on human. So Jesus. So your human goes down by 1, your clown goes up by 1.
Okay.
As he just kind of looks at you like, don't. It's like, and you're like, I ain't telling you nothing.
How would you feel if we boiled you?
That just sounds selfish.
Well, I mean, you gotta eat.
Shellfish.
Oh, wait, did you say shellfish?
To shell with you. To all of you.
I mean, the shell got you, it seems. So.
You're making me crabby. You won't like me when I'm crabby. He starts flailing to like no avail. It's just like
I don't know. This is pretty entertaining seeing you
We're
crabbing.
trying to fish out some information.
God, he's jumping around like
Can
a
I
fish
try
out
to
of
pull
sea.
out some clown makeup and like apply
trying to
I'm gonna be
out
like,
some
yeah, add a little,
information, to
add
which
like,
he's
add a
like,
little
I'm
dot
a
there.
crustacean, not a fish. Insulting. As like the moment like the powdered like the of makeup and like setting powder kind of rings across his face and he starts coughing like, no, God, please, anything but that.
I'm like, oh, you missed a spot.
There's only one clown among us, and it's not gonna be me.
I look at all of us and I'm like,
What's the clown he's talking about?
he counted 1. There's 4 of us.
That's what I'm saying. What's he talking about?
There's only one clown.
There's only one clown among us, and it's not me. So,
How dare you? I take pride in my work.
well, he's not referring to you guys, but you get this.
Oh, he means amongst his group. Okay.
Yes.
I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew that.
Yes.
All right, so he is struggling in swinging, to which he's trying to flail against the makeup being put on, but to so much of a not avail. You can see that he grows tired, goes limp as a goose starts just finishing up the clown makeup on his face.
Yes.
And you can see
Give
the
into
sense
it.
of defeat. And he's like,
He's a clown station.
He's a clown station. To which he just looks down at the ground and goes, I can deny it no longer. I am small.
Love it. I freaking love it.
This is why I'm doing.
Who are you talking to in the toilet?
yeah.
I'm not telling you
Does the
nothing.
toilet talk back? Like that's kind of weird.
What are you on the lookout for?
You idiots.
Why?
Those
Why
are
were
very
you looking
nice.
in the toilet for us?
I'm supposed to tell them if you got here. You can see that he is now so defeated by being hung up on the back of this stall that
So-
he can do nothing. He can't reach his like the most he can do is like try and clack at you guys, but he has a sense that like this ain't gonna happen. He's defeated. Like, no, I was the lookout. I was supposed to tell the chief and no, the toilet.
Why were
doesn't
you
talk
looking
back.
out in the toilet for us?
I wasn't looking for you in the toilet. I was reporting into the boss.
Your boss is in the toilet?
I've said too much already.
Is your boss the toilet?
No, my boss
Wait,
is
is
in
your
the
boss the
toilet.
toilet?
God damn it!
I think I'll look in the toilet.
It's just a toilet. It legit is just. A
When he
toilet.
looks in, I'm gonna flush it.
Like, is that like it talking back to us?
No, it's not the goddamn toilet.
What is it saying?
It's not saying anything. You hear anything?
I didn't hear anything when you were talking to it either, but apparently you did.
How long were you?
So where's your boss right now?
Somewhere else in the factory.
He's not in the toilet.
No, he's not. He's somewhere else in the factory.
Can he travel between toilets?
Is it the water?
Wait, is your,
What is this,
is
Harry
your boss
Potter?
water?
Traveling through the plumbing.
You know
I
Moana?
didn't think that this was going to be such the hyper focus of this guy talking into a toilet.
I mean, it's not normal, okay?
No,
Who
it's
talks
not.
into a
No,
toilet?
you're talking to a
He was
little
on his
lobster boy.
So great.
Look,
This came out of your brain. This is your fault.
I had a plan for this.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I'll just
Oh,
lean in and
yeah.
just say, "You are no clown. You are one of us."
I hate you.
It's okay. Why just sit there
You
and hang
wanted-
out.
Just
You
hang
better
out.
join us.
Really? You're just gonna tell me to hang out here?
Well, you
Hang
don't
on.
really
I want
have
to
a choice.
pull up the.
You can pull up the map.
I'm gonna pull up the map in front of him and point to where we were gonna go, and I'd be like, "Is your boss here?" And just kind of watch his facial expression as I point around.
And they're
Maybe
very
he can only
exaggerated
travel
facial
between the
expressions
bathrooms.
because of the because of
This
the
one.
makeup.
You can tell his eyes kind of like trace the path that you would go. It does kind of linger on the center of the factory for a little bit. And he's like, look, you kind of got me by the short shells here. Look, I'll tell you, yeah, don't tell him I told you. But yeah, you're looking for the center. I can tell you the best route to get there.
Yes, please.
Just don't tell him. Just don't.
I don't know
tell
how
him.
to talk to toilets, so
It's not the goddamn toilet.
My honor as a clown.
All right,
Since you're now a clown, you should join us.
I'll think about it.
I mean, we have a great circus. It's better than this dump.
I'm a goose.
I don't.
You're a
Yeah, you
cra-
don't-
I don't live here.
You're
I
a
was
crab.
hired. God damn it.
You don't have to talk to toilets at well, unless you just like that.
You miss the ocean that much?
God damn it! It's
Wait,
not
is that
this
what it is? Do you have an aquarium for yourself?
I do. All right, but it's not here.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Look, if you go back out of the area and you start heading down the hall where the offices are, you're gonna take a right first, your first right, and you're gonna take a left, and take a right, and you're gonna take a left, and you'll be there. All right.
Right, left.
If you
I'm
go
gonna
straight,
drop the routes.
if you go straight, you're just gonna run into a blockade. All right. We set it up. You just can't get past it. It ain't gonna work for you. All right.
They underestimate my power.
I'm gonna be like, "Thank you, Mr. Lobster Monster. I'm sorry I hit you with an umbrella."
It's fine. I've been hit with worse.
I'll hold out a
Can
wing.
I have my umbrella back?
Fine.
I want to use it to scoop more feet later.
All right.
Ah, I'm just gonna leave him hanging.
Can I squeeze his nose one more time before I leave?
the sticky nose that he has on his face.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll squeeze it.
As everyone
You make for a
leaves,
very good
I
clown.
imagine it's like you guys swing open the door, which he is now just stuck on as it swings open. You each funnel out of the stall. And the last one out is Little Miss a Goose, and just honks his nose.
Yeah.
You see the slightest smile on his face. You're the only one that sees this. As
Aww.
everyone else funnels out.
Yay!
He's happy even though he's gonna stay there suffering.
Yeah, he is.
I'll do like happy flaps outside.
All
Just
right, so you guys
flapping
pop
my
out of the
wings.
changing room, and the route he gave you was the first right, then a left, and then a right, and then a left. Again,
Left,
he
right,
says
left,
if you go
right.
straight, you'll run into a blockade that will stop you from progressing any further. You'll notice on your map, right after the blockade is the blacked out door, or the blacked out spot on the map. But yeah, this is where you guys can choose to take the path that you would like to take. You guys can either try the blockade or take the path that he told you would be the best way to get there.
I vote for right, left, right, left.
Yeah, I would probably also vote for that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start heading down. You take the first right. Let's see. All right. You take the first right, and you find yourself in another hallway of office doors. As you cross, you have a door on either side of you. You start to hear some rattling coming from inside the room. So stupid. I'm sorry. As you walk past the door, or I guess I should rewind that a bit. As you get close to those double doors, you can start to hear some ruckus coming from behind the doors, almost like snickering. They rolled so low, to the point where like, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Yes, we are. We're gonna get him. And their hours are so ready. What do you guys do when you approach these doors where you hear the snickering of someone snickering on the other side, saying that?
How
well,
close do they seem to be?
They are. You can tell that they are on the exact other side of the door, almost like they're like on the floor with their face on the ground and the crack at the bottom of the door.
I will push the doors wide, or attempt to push the doors wide open. Just smack
Slam
I
it
feel
it.
like
right
the
in their
door
face,
opens
yeah.
towards us, though.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Right.
God damn! The doors open in.
Yes.
Open in.
So
Yes.
He
so
rolled
I
for it.
assume Little Miss Goose, you and one other person will, like, on the
I
count of
got
three.
you.
So
Yeah.
you and Mr. Bozo will slam the doors open.
Yes.
Honey, I'm home.
um,
I
all right. As you do, let's see.
feel like that would kill a person almost.
Well, who is gonna open the left door?
I got the left.
All right. All right, Mr. Bozo, you got the right door. As you swing that door open, you collide into something small, and you'll see it fly across the room into a bunch of office chairs, knocking over a table and everything, and something smaller. Little Miss Goose, you slam into something larger on the floor. Again, you could tell that it was someone who was like on their hands and knees with their face pressed into the bottom of the door as it smacks them in the face. As you'll hear a very dramatic ow. Your door doesn't open very far, but Mr. Bozo, as you'll see, crawling out from one of the chairs that you just flung across, a small figure stands up, probably no taller than let's see if I have a measurement here, just for shits and giggles. About 2.5 feet tall, If-
I'm gonna punt it. Sorry,
you don't even
continue.
want to know what it is. You're just gonna punt it again.
At some point, I will.
All right. Standing at like 2.5 feet in front of you is what looks like a human thumb with arms and legs.
Oh, I'm punting it. I'm punting it.
So you punted a second time. Roll me brawler with advantage.
Oh
That's your
God, I hope I
human.
don't get it.
That's your human.
Around the larger figure, can I like flap my wings around it like very like confusedly?
Like as like a scare tactic or confusion.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So I got a 4, but I have 5 in clown. And I don't know if you said this is a normal thing or a clown thing.
It would be a normal thing because you just said you're punting it. You didn't say you're going to do anything
Okay.
dramatic. So
Yeah,
you
no,
said
I'm just
normal.
punching.
So you beat
Thank
your
God.
normal. So your normal would go up by 1. Your clown would go
I
down
know.
by 1. As you punt Tom Thumb into into the room. I'm sorry, General Tom Thumb into the room as you hear. Ah!
What is that?
As he crashes in there. Amongst the fluttering, you'll hear on the other side, in the flutterings of little Miss Goose, flapping her wings at a figure with torn clothes, almost in the shape of a leotard, who is howling and betwixt it, going like, "Ah, stop dogging me, dog! Ah, what the fuck!" Ah. As between your flutters, you can see that this is what appears to be a wolf man.
Can I yell go fetch when I punt it?
The prey
Oh.
has become the predator.
So yes, you are currently fluttering in confusion, the wolf man.
Yes.
As General Tom Thumb got punted across this office.
This is so absurd.
This is great.
Oh,
We're
God,
just
sorry.
watching it all go down.
You really put the finger to it.
I got my it's under my thumb right now. I just know.
I don't know what it is. I just can't put my thumb on it.
Nailed it.
I was thinking that one too.
No,
You
it's
hit the
terrible.
nail on the head.
So,
Oh,
recuperate from this game.
Oh god. The
Oh,
what's
I
up
like the
dog got me
mug.
too.
That's such a cute mug.
Clown face.
Oh, it's
I
adorable.
also have my refill with my Barnum and Bailey's Ringling Brothers cup. That was from I think the
Nice.
last show that they had before they shut down. From
Hmm.
the Final
How
Farewell,
dare.
1871 to
Oh.
2017. Greatest show
Wow.
on earth. They're both Ringling Brothers from Barnum and Bailey. Because where else? What other circus is there outside like the Coles Brothers? All right. So General Tom Thumb has been punted across everything. I'm going to say that he is no longer an issue. There is the Wolfman who is now utterly confused by what is going on. He is just looking for you to leave him alone. But now he is currently freaking out by all the feathers coming at him.
Feathers, more feathers.
I just want this to be over. Just leave me alone. You start.
Arnor.
Arnar.
Sorry.
Arnar.
Arnar. Clear.
Oh, goodness gracious. So you start insistently honking at him, and you can see that he is now beginning to freak out. You're fluttering at his face. I mean, you are a goose, as we know is the apex predator amongst all animals at this point.
Yes.
We should call him Mr. Parker.
So you can see that he then begins to try and scuttle away, and he finds like a small little like cabinet in the back that he like hides into, slamming the cabinet closed behind him, and you can hear like sad whimpering coming from behind it.
Can I push a
I'm
table
glad I
against
didn't
the
do what I was
cabinet?
about to ask then.
Wait, what were you gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
I was gonna ask Bozo, I'm like, hey, can you do the foothook thing?
I really
Just
was
drag him
thinking about
out.
it, actually. I was really thinking about it. I was gonna keep him like on the ground at like every time he tries to get up, scoop out a leg or arm.
You were thinking of Fallon.
I was really thinking about
Oh,
So you guys want to drag him out of the cabinet? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
No, if he's going in the cabinet,
I
I want to
wanna
put a table
knock on
against
it.
the
You're
Oh,
gonna knock
never
on
mind. I was gonna
Alright,
trap
so
him in
I'll be
it.
like,
Scotty
hey,
Biscotti
buddy.
kind of walks over to it after having his snout punched in from husky to pug. He is now
Husky
whimpering in
to
a cabinet. As you knock on it, you hear sad whimpering. But the second you start knocking on the door, you'll hear like very loud barking, just like any dog. If anyone knocks on the door, the dog's got to go berserk, even though he put himself in the cabinet. So
I'm gonna like feel around my. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna feel around my pockets and see if I had any of like treats from like the circus and see if like, do you want a treat?
Uh, sure. You pull out of your pocket some
We're gonna have a bet.
some circus peanuts. Not actual peanuts, but the candy that no one but me likes. The bright
I like those.
the bright orange styrofoam monstrosities. That are
Oh,
delicious.
okay, yeah.
I
Pull
forgot
a
about
handful
that.
of those out, and putting them next to the cabinet door. You can hear the barking kind of like stop immediately, but then there's a loud sniffing along the center seam. And you're just like, hey, is that food? Got food out there?
Yeah.
Who said
Hey, who's your good boy?
that? I don't
Come here. Come on out. We got a treat. Come
You
here.
want a treat?
You want a treat?
Good
Who's your good
boy.
have a
boy?
shot. I'm at work.
Want to go to our walk?
No,
You get a treat and then walk.
I don't like you. I'm a grown man. Leave me
You want
alone.
head scratches?
Oh, treat and head
You
scratches.
can hear like he's going back and forth between like intrigue, but then like trying to focus himself. Like, no, I'm a working dog. I gotta stay focused. But I mean, well,
But even dogs need to take breaks, right?
I mean, you're probably. Oh wait, that was the lobster's voice. Hold on. They all sound like the lobster.
It's all good at this point.
Universal bad guy
The
voice.
universal bad guy voice. They all just sound like.
Oh, gabba gabba.
So- well, now he has the smashed nose, so he's just running around. Wait, what do you mean? I guess you're right. I could take a break. That wouldn't be bad. He'll slowly open up the cabinet. You see his clawed hand kind of reach through and open it up.
You're a good boy. Just have like a peanut in my hand. Have him sniff closer.
he kind of sniffs the area. What flavor are those? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting his voice because
It's like that.
he's having a hard time smelling, so he's just like, what flavor are those?
What flavor are packaging peanuts or the peanuts?
The peanuts are technically banana flavored.
Banana.
That's
See
right.
that?
If you
find out.
don't know, the circus peanuts, those bright orange, like almost like foam candies, they're technically banana flavored, but no one thinks they taste like bananas. I don't either. They taste more
been
like
too
almost like
long since
vanilla
I
or
had one.
bubble gum. It's like if anyone's had like Inca Cola, where everyone's like, "What flavor is this?" It's very much that same kind of like situation. So, do you say like, "Oh, they're they're banana flavored," or do you tell
Yes.
them,
I'm gonna grab one of the peanuts, kind of like bite into it. Yeah, that's banana.
I mean, I do like bananas, so
Okay, okay.
And you'll see that he kind of starts getting his head out. He's doing his best to sniff before he reaches out and like tries to take the peanut from you. Do you allow him to take it before he scarfs it?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you could have just like, gotcha, bitch.
I thought about it, and I was like, claws. I'm smart about this, claws.
He is the wolf man. Well, at this point, he's the pug man. So he will take it, scarf the peanut, and be like, all right. What do you want? Where's Tom?
What do we want?
Oh, where is the thumb?
You punted him across the other room. He is
Thank you,
currently
Matt.
buried under chairs. He is 2 feet tall, and you punted him into a.
Can we hear like a small murmur trying to get out? Or is he like knocked out?
Let's see. Okay, now he's awake and he's trying to work his way out from under all the chairs. Think of it kind of like a classroom that you just kind of punt him into, so all the chairs are just kind of like on top of him. So he is a literal. He's all thumbs, so he's doing his best to get out.
Since we're being nice, all of a sudden I'll help him out.
So you go back to the room and just unbury him, and he's just like, "Ha, got you!" And you're just gonna pick him up and carry him.
Yeah, basically. Come here.
All right, so you carry.
Don't ruin this for us.
You pick up General Tom Thumb back into the other room, where you have the Wolf Man. Where's Tom? And you just walk in.
Unhand me, fool! I am the general. You will obey my orders.
And you will see the Wolf Man just be like, Tom, oh good. Are you okay? I can't tell. Is he okay? And the general's like,
No, you idiot! You kicked me!
He's doing great.
You want a peanut?
General Tom will look at you and go,
Of course I want a peanut.
What did he say?
he said, of course I would want a peanut.
Oh, I thought he was asking, do you think I'm a peanut?
No, he did not ask that.
No, sir, no offense to your thumbs.
Can he grip a peanut?
The human peanut's in another story.
Oh no.
Mr. Peanut is my father.
So he will
feel like you're
snatch a peanut out of your hands before scarfing it like a small child. But you can tell that this is a grown-ass adult. So you're holding Tom Thumb up, and you have the Wolf Man cowering in a cabinet as you're feeding them peanuts. What are you hoping to do with them? Are you going to try and leave them here? Or are you going to try and...
I want to ask some questions.
Okay.
I want to see if they'll be our
They were
pet.
snickering behind the door. Why?
Well, 'cause we were supposed to catch you.
Got you.
Catch what?
Oh, his Discord cut out. He said catch you.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard catch and then silence.
Yeah, he was like, we were supposed to catch you.
And what were you supposed to do once you caught us?
I don't know. They didn't say. I didn't think we were actually going to get you.
Sounded like they weren't confident in your abilities. I wouldn't want to work for somebody like that.
It sounds like you really didn't think this that far out.
Look, the boss said that we were just supposed to catch you. I think we were supposed to call him. Last time I talked to him in the sink, he was very mad.
Wait, so now he's in the. I heard he was in the toilet earlier.
He is in the plumbing.
So wait, is he just water? Is your
Wait,
boss
the
like
toilet.
water?
Oh, did you see Robbie?
Is that the crab boy?
Or lobster? Robbie the lobster boy.
Yeah, I think he's a clown now, but yeah.
He's a what?
Nothing. A lot
he's
happened.
One of us.
lobster.
At
We
that moment, I'm
converted
gonna
into
start
the good
clownifying
faith.
them.
If you
Yeah.
start to go towards Wolfman, he'll close the cabinet.
Oh.
No.
I'll put a sticky nose on like the cabinet.
It's her calling card.
Tom Thumb, who also doesn't have a nose because he's just a thumb with arms and legs, you'll put another one of your sticky clown noses on his face.
Now he has a nose.
Now he is very much like Robbie the Lobster Boy.
One of us. One of us.
Just,
Taking over
One-
the world.
you just turn into the Borg, assimilate.
We knew we were on a rescue mission and only to convert everyone else.
I mean, they could become our pet and friends.
Look, I am a goose.
I mean,
Oh,
look, the boss is gonna be mad that we didn't catch you, so.
Just don't tell them.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay in
We-
here. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
hide in
if-
the cabinet, alright?
Okay.
Can I have Tom?
I'll hand Tom over.
You'll see he'll reach out and grab Tom like a baby and start to bring him into the cabinet. Tom, with his nose still attached, like, no, unhand me! I am not your plaything! Why is it so
I get a
dark?
handful
It
of peanuts
smells
and
like
sneakers.
pee! Did you pee yourself in here? I was scared!
At some
I
point,
will
you might
hold my
wanna go
wings out
see-
like the apex predator I am.
Oh my goodness.
The cabinet will then slam shut.
I'll just, like,
are they both in the cabinet now?
They're both in
Yeah.
the cabinet now.
At some point, I'm
We
just
had
gonna
to
say,
spell P if he doesn't have a nose.
oh, that's a good point.
You gave him
Is
a
there another-
nose. He
He's
now can smell
Voldemort.
the world.
He's Voldemort.
Artificial as it is, it's real.
It's real to him, damn it.
I want to yell to the cabinet that, like, when we leave, you should go check in the change room and get your other friend. He's just hanging out in there.
Literally.
Okay.
But, like, wait until we leave so that way you don't get caught by your boss.
Okay. Bye.
Okay,
I'm gonna
bye.
leave some
Is there another
peanuts.
door in the room?
Not in this room. With these offices, there's only one way in, one way out. So you would,
Okay.
you know that if you leave this room, turn right, and then you would turn left.
I was considering putting the cabinet in my pocket.
Oh my lord.
I thought that Shiro.
What do you have, the
I thought
TARDIS
Mr.
in your-
Bozo was going to pull out his chain and padlock and lock them in the cabinet.
I was debating about it, but actually what I want to do instead is put, like, something on the top of the door of the cabinet so when they open it, it just falls on their face. It doesn't have to be anything painful or heavy. I don't care what
There
it is.
is a
I just
sink
want...
in this room, because this one's less of an office room and more of like a, like an R&D room. So it has a sink. That's how he was talking to his boss. He said. So if you want to fill it like with a bucket of water, so that if
Yes,
he opens it,
yes,
dumps
I
a
do.
classic water drop.
100%.
And I persuade him to fill the bucket with peanuts instead.
You don't have to persuade, I'll do it.
Well, it's just peanut. All right, sure,
Can it be peanuts and water?
sure. It'll just be soggy peanuts.
You remember the no trespassing sign
A bath
I
and a
stole?
treat.
All right, so we now have a bucket filled with soggy peanuts, waiting for them to open the cabinet. Yes, the no trespassing sign you have, Star.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Oh my god, put it
I
on.
will stick it onto the cabinet.
Okay.
I will stick it on.
You take one of the no trespassing signs to put it on the outside of the cabinet.
Yeah.
Do not disturb.
All right. No, it just says no trespassing.
I know, it's just the
Oh.
image I got. It's like a hotel room. There are two not
All right.
disturb.
And you guys leave the room at that point?
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Alright, So
do.
you right
Nothing
now,
else, yeah.
after this adventure goes, so the second they leave that cabinet, they will get doused in soggy peanuts, but there'll be a random police officer ready to arrest them for trespassing inside the cabinet.
So the police officer are kind enough to let them stay in there and get doused with it without moving the bucket.
Yeah, they just appear because once they appeared from the no
Magic.
They're just
trespassing,
leaning back. No, this will be good.
just like teleport.
They're tied to the no trespassing sign.
Whether they get out of that situation or not is a different question.
All we see is like the thumb writing on the back of the wolf man, just running down the street.
All right, so you leave that. I assume you guys continue the path that he was telling you to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. You turn left, turn right. Everything is still a very dark passageway. What you'll notice from where you are now, if you were to go straight north, you would be able to get behind the barricade that he told you about. That would lead you to the blacked out room. But where you are now, you are standing at the doors to the central part of the factory. So right now you have two
Sweet.
options. You can either turn left to go up towards the blockade, the blacked out room, and more of the factory, or you can turn right and head inside the central part of the factory.
I'd say right.
Can I flashback?
Sure.
I want to flashback to the wolf boy and be like, "What's in the black room?"
Okay.
I've been meaning to get answers about that, but I keep forgetting.
It's a very peculiar flashback situation. I'm like, you didn't really go back that far. It could just be like, before I leave, can I ask him that?
Okay, before I
I'm
leave,
guessing
can I
you're
ask
trying to get
this?
some points back into certain situations.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Actually, yeah.
All right, because you're trying to save yourself from dying. You
Now
ask
it's
him what's
even
inside the
again.
blacked out room, and he will, like, from inside the cabinet, he will say,
I don't know. I don't go in there. We're not supposed to.
and you'll hear Tom Thumb also inside the cabinet being like, "It is bound to be full of something." And, like, it gives you a very vague answer. You'll hear Wolfman be like,
You don't know, do you?
"No." You can tell that this is a secret room that they have not been into, that they've been told not to go into, probably by their boss.
And that black room is to the right or to the left?
To the left, if you were to head down this hallway, turn left, you would head up behind the barricade in the blacked out room. To the right, you'd head towards the main factory floor.
I'll be right back. I'm curious. I want to see if there's anything I can prank in there too.
Meh.
All right, so you're gonna turn left and sprint up this hallway towards this black room, or this blacked out room on the map. Correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You'll see that you come to a door with some old caution signs that are around the borders of the door that say stuff like "top secret," classified, authorized personnel only, do not enter, level 5 clearance. So that's what you see with this room.
I see that, and what I got out of that is, hey, a goose. There's more signs. Do you want them?
Ah. Ah. I will flap my wings happily and go
Okay.
over and take the sign.
All right.
They don't seem important, so it's okay.
Do I see what this does here? Oh, that's outside.
Oh, God.
Do you take all the signs?
Do you
Mhm,
take all
mhm. I
In
leave
the-
like one that looks like slightly unimportant.
Do you take all these signs for better or for worse? I do.
I'm gonna break reality a bit here. In
Okay.
the act of removing all the signs that say "top secret," "do not enter," "authorized personnel only," "caution," all that stuff, you remove all of them,
Yes.
minus like the fire exit sign that's like right next to it. In the act of removing all those signs, You hear the door unlock because now it is no longer top secret.
Oh God.
It is no longer classified as certified personnel only. The door
Yes,
We're
now
geniuses.
we are geniuses.
unlocks.
I'll just give Mr.
You just hear
High five.
High
Pepper?
five,
I don't know.
Bozo. High five, Bozo.
This makes me so much more curious now.
so the door itself unlocks. Doesn't open, but it unlocks.
I checked for trap.
All right, you want to check for traps?
Yeah, I thought about it this time.
All right, do you want to roll me a normal person check?
That's a 2. I didn't make it.
You didn't find any traps or anything. In fact,
Open
as you're
sesame.
like, it's like that classic like D&D moment of like the lock picking thing where you're like, all right, I can get this. I can check it out. See, I got this. As you look away, the door itself swings open, but your tools are still like your hands and or whatever you're using, and you turn around and go, oops.
I'm just that
Oh.
good.
Inside this now open door is a pitch black room. It is eerily black as all of a sudden you start hearing the clicks and pops of, that those thumping of like warehouse lights when you turn them on that like, like thunk, 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 thunk,
Oh
thunk,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
leads you to a center column that's in this room in a display case as it illuminates as inside this black base clear square dome on top is something very shiny, and inside that case that is shiny is golden cotton candy, the most rare kind of cotton candy there is in the world, spun I'll just say this because in the world of clowning, this is for you guys, spun from a mixture of sugar and liquid gold. It spins itself into thin hairs of literal edible gold with a sweetness to it. It is the most coveted amongst clowns, coveted amongst people, coveted amongst circuses and circus folk. It is a literal treasure. To eat it is to, in context of the game, eating it would raise you all the way up to the top of clown. Or you can try to sell it, or you can use it as an attraction. So right now you have found yourselves with golden cotton candy.
I have a question. If I force feed this to another clown, will people in white suits come and get food?
I mean,
I tell you what, if you as a player eat it yourself, you would raise yourself from, let's say you had like 1 clown point. Like, let's say that you were 1 away from like going full human. You could eat it and it would raise you all the way up to the top of clown. But if you were to use it as a weapon, if it were another clown, sure. If you were to weaponize it.
The crustacean said there's one other clown here. I'm just saying.
Very true.
No.
I will honk my way over to the golden cotton candy.
I will walk my way over to.
I want to peek and see if there's anything else in the room.
Nope, literally this is the only thing in this room. It's really a big black room with a single column in the middle.
Is there like any switches to?
Nope,
open
you
it?
guys made it declassified. It is no longer top secret. It is no longer secured. It is.
Oh, I'm just gonna take the whatever casings off of it.
Yep. Just take off the glass top. Just
Let's pocket it.
are we splitting
Equal
it
shares to
evenly between us?
Yeah, equal shares to everyone.
okay. So now everyone has an equal share of golden cotton candy.
I will pocket the covering.
You,
Pocket the covering.
you're gonna pocket the what? The covering, the glass dome.
Yes.
Alrighty. Man, we should have been
Big
a
are
hope
your
clown.
pockets.
Should have been a
You
hobo
don't want to
clown.
know.
Just stealing
They're
it.
big.
It's a
I
glass
like it.
casing for
You
the
never
most
know what you
specialist,
might need.
time.
That's true. You never know what you might need.
Back to the center.
All right, so you guys now
To the
leave this
center.
room to start heading down to the main office or the main factory floor door. Inside the door, you do hear some yelling between a gruff voice, as well as murmurings of words said in an accent, a very thick accent. So you're behind a closed door. This is where you can decide what you want to do. Again, you hear two different sets of voices. One voice arguing with a trio of thick accents.
I pull out my empty
Do we
cup to listen.
recognize?
No, you don't recognize any voices.
I pull out my empty cup and put it against the door to listen more clearly.
Sure. Why not?
I don't know if it works.
I
I'm
mean-
just doing it.
It's clown logic. So it's either that or you pulled out a stethoscope and did the same thing.
Yes.
um,
I want that instead, actually.
all right. So what you do is you reach into one of Little Miss Agoose's pocket, the pickpocket cleaner.
Yes.
Pull
Yes.
a stethoscope. It is blue with yellow parts that go in the ear. The end is a plunger head that you then stick to the side of the door.
I love this.
This is an actual clown prop.
I've seen it.
To which you still hear things are pretty murmured between the gruff voice, very much yelling at the accented voices of let's see, something along the lines of, "Look, we did our part. What do you want us to do? You don't think that this is just it? We did not pay for this."
And what you guys hear is me wording everything back as close to accent as possible. And it's probably incorrect partially because I can't hear everything.
So
What about it is? What?
Oui, bonjour. Baguette.
baguette.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Really,
So,
are you
yeah,
sure he said that? Yeah.
You are
100%.
essentially hearing an argument between an unknown character who is saying that we've done our part. Where's our money? We did everything we were supposed to do. Where's our money? And the other part, with it being a French accent, you could probably guess to be the Cirque du Soleil, the owners of the vehicle you found outside, arguing that they did not pay for this. They'll get paid later when the job is done. They need to prove their worth. Stuff along that line. Very much like, two crime bosses arguing and the cops are listening in kind of a situation.
Mhm.
Are there any vents above?
Survey says no.
Hmm.
But there is one below.
And there's one below.
Yes.
What are the
So what
chances?
you'll
That's
see is that
funny.
there's a large tube vent that goes from up straight down and then trails across the floor into the room.
Is it accessible?
It is a thin enough material that you could probably get into it.
I dig back into your pockets to get a crowbar.
I will climb into the vent or attempt to get in.
Okay, so with the crowbar opening up the vent, you crawl into it. All right, you guys crawl into. You have one.
Oh, wait,
climb
can
in
we
the
all
vent.
fit?
What was that?
Can we all fit?
One at a time. You're
Oh,
all
I am.
sized people, correct?
I'm definitely.
I'm a
going.
goose. Well, a person goose.
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm a very tall, lean hero.
All right.
I didn't think this far ahead, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to an event.
Okay.
Okay.
So, three of you go into a vent and start traveling through this vent as it crawls into the room. One clown stays out of the vent.
Can I give you a toy walkie-talkie?
All right. You pull out a classic Barnum and Bailey's walkie-talkie where it's very much a clown head where you press the nose to get it to work.
And it connects to my other flower, which I pull it out, and it's an extension like a antenna, like the
Roger, can you hear
Joker's
me?
thing. Yeah, like the Joker has it in one of his movies.
Yeah.
That's where it goes to.
All right, so I assume you give the other one to Cherry Cheeks.
Yeah.
So Cherry, you now have a clown walkie-talkie to communicate with the team.
Bravo 6 going dog.
Rainbow Six going dark.
Now I'm hungry.
Good.
Why did that make you hungry?
Corn dogs? Hell yeah.
Corn dogs.
Like corn
Corn
dogs.
dogs.
Like, you said
Corn
corn
dogs.
dogs.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
Dog corn.
Now I want like the Korean crazy dog.
I need to try that at some point.
One with the ramen
I want
on
a
it.
corn dog in the shape of a goose.
That's a corn goose.
Corn goose. Goose dog.
Goose dog.
Goose dog.
Gustavo.
Goose doggo.
Gustavo. Oh my god, yep, that's character.
That is a character. All right, so Cherry, are you staying on the outside of the door, looking in through the window? Or are you going in as the rest of your team start traveling through the vent into the room?
I'm gonna go in.
All right,
Just walk in like I own the place.
fair.
Sad
Very
clown.
fair.
on the place.
All right, so Cherry just strolls into this room like she owns the place. To which you see there is a large tank with many pipes coming off of it, which was probably some form of water pipes for the candy factory. Inside the tank is a very thin, angular, skin's almost mummified, with sunken eyes, sharp teeth, frilled hair, almost like the Doc from Back to the Future, very white and very squarely. But his lower half is almost a mummified fish body. For those of you in the know of circus things, this is a living Fiji mermaid. But this one looks a little askew. Almost like you see stitches and scars kind of around him as well. He will turn and look at you and be like, "Hey, who's this fucker? Did you hire this one? What the hell?" To which you'll turn, you'll see a set of 3 Cirque du Soleil performers. One much more of a stronger build, 2 more acrobatic. No, we did not hire this clown. This is not one of ours. Ours is much more elegant and graceful. This is but a how you say the hobo.
Yes, I am a hobo. And I'd like to inform you that there's 3 other clowns in the vents right now coming after you.
What? Wait, what?
Wait!
You just hear like panicked honking and reverberating throughout
You
the
hear me
fence.
talking in radio? This was not the plan. Avert. Wait, no, abort.
A Bert, an Ernie, a Bert, an Ernie.
Avert.
The Fiji mermaid, that you can now see with all the pipes and everything. He is the boss of the freak show people. They are talking to him through the pipes to his water tank, which is why they have talked through the sink and through the toilet. He is stationary as he is a mermaid. And he'll be like,
So what in the plumbing?
there's more of them. Oh, god damn it! I need some backup. As the Cirque du Soleil people start laughing, Sherry Cheeks. A ruse that we did not. How you say, could keep up long. You may wear your outfit. To which, if you allow me, Kerr, you will then let the hobo clown facade fall off you as you are in an elegant, beautiful, sequined trapeze outfit.
We can't see this, right?
No, I'll say you guys can see it through the vent holes.
Tell
As
them we have
well,
their
The
kids.
betrayal!
the very clear that the twist of this campaign is one of the clowns is a saboteur.
The betrayal!
How dare I'm saying into the radio? How dare you? I gave you my favorite radio.
I am angrily honking, and it's just reverberating throughout the
You know,
pipes.
I knew I should have set a bomb timer to this radio.
Robbie the Lobster Boy did tell you that there was one clown amongst their group. Oddly enough, he did not mean Cherry. As from the back, you
Like-
hear a loud thumping as coming through the back door is a large elephant person in smeared makeup as Tiny, the elephant man clown, comes trudging through. Very
Yes.
large. He stands about 7 feet tall, very muscular. A clown nose on the very end of his trunk, which makes
Aw.
no sense.
No,
I
it doesn't, but it's adorable to picture.
As he comes through as he's like, "Oi, Bush, is it time to go?" To which the Fiji mermaid's like, "Get me the hell out of here, Bob." It's not Bob, it's Tiny. I know what I said. I didn't take time to name. Get me the fuck out of here. To which you'll see Tiny puts on a barrel of a backpack filled with water and goes to scoop up.
I'm gonna yell, stop right there.
I
We
will
have
crash
your
down.
children as hostages.
So the pipe bursts open as the goose soars out, and the jester just goes, "Stop right there!" Jingle, 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 jingle.
I have your
And the
kids as
puppeteer
hostages.
slides out from the side like an action hero now moment. Standing before you is your hobo clown friend, now revealed to be part of the Cirque du Soleil, and the 3 Cirque du Soleil performers standing beside you. They turn and they go, "Ho, ho, ho. Is they, as you would say, Cirque S. His stupid name. You were not here for your Ringleader, are you? He's not good job."
Okay, I know you just betrayed us. Can you translate what he just said?
I'm not sure what he actually just said.
Why do you work if you don't? This is your working environment, and this is who you work for. But
They gave
you
me a
looking-
home. I didn't want to be a hobo anymore.
we gave her, as you would say, a raise. A Cirque du Soleil
Was it
has done
peanuts?
many monies, is lucrative business. As
do you see where we're standing right now?
I'm starting
This
to
is
sound
lucrative to you.
Jamaican.
Hello. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We have circus here, man.
You see how broke you are. Your accent's changing.
He's, as you say, American influence.
What is Jamaican, man?
He's Jamaican. Too much, as you would say, television.
Hey, Jamaican me
Too many
crazy.
hamburgers.
Hamburgers. I freaking love that. Oh my god.
Can I try to pull out my rope of scarves and like lasso the Cirque du Soleil performers?
You want to try and laugh at the 3 of
Oh
them?
my god.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll say you're doing like an acrobatic, almost like a lasso type thing.
Yes.
I don't know what your point says. Do you want to try and do it normally, like a regular lasso, or do you want to try and do it clowny?
Well, I mean, I am Clown 5 and Human 1. So as much as I want to do it clown, I will be safe and try and do it normal.
Okay, I mean, Those where you just gotta get over.
Or not. Yeah.
All right, don't roll a 1.
6.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. So with a flourish of acrobatics, pulling out this endless stream of colorful ribbons, you wrap the Cirque du Soleil performers up as they like slam together against their back.
Yes.
3 of them in the triangle.
My wing flies out and like glitter surrounds them and just rains all over them.
All right. So they are now tied together with this rope. They will laugh still. Oh, you may have trapped us, but they are still one away. And look, gesturing towards Cherry, who is still a Cirque du Soleil member now, who is not tied up, but last you have heard is still working for Cirque du Soleil.
So I'm going
So-
to go over and push little Miss Augustus and disengage the scarf.
Alrighty.
Can I hook your foot so you trip?
Oh,
I mean, you could. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
We'll say that's a sleight of hand from the balloonatic.
Yes.
So let's see. That's not really a clown-based one, so do normal.
do I get a contested roll or no?
We're gonna see if she
To try and
succeeds
evade.
this.
Okay.
I get advantage, don't I?
Since
I
it
roll
is a
2?
sleight of hand for balloonatic, yes.
Meets it, beats it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So let's see.
I
What
go-
what did you roll? You rolled a
3.
3. All right, so this is how I'm gonna roll this: is that you meets it, beats it, but I will give Star a chance to try and counter it to some degree, depending on how high she rolls with her disengage.
Okay. So real quick, I move 1 point to clown.
You succeeded as human, so 1 would go to human, 1 would be subtracted from clown.
Okay. Got it.
All
Can
right,
I
Star. Oh,
do a
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to see if I could do a flashback and see if I found a whip when I was looking through the ringleader's house.
Sure. If you want to move 1 to human and 1 away from clown, you found a whip. That is the ringleader's. It's how he gets a lot of attention in the ring. So sure, you have a whip. So go ahead and shift those points, and you now have a whip. Star, you wanted to try and trip her with the umbrella.
I was tripping with the umbrella. Star was contesting.
Okay. Let's see. Star. You're an acrobat.
Yes.
Give me a roll for human. And let me know
Okay.
what you get.
Another 6.
That's pretty good. So we'll roll it as this. Gur, you succeed in disengaging the rope, but you are now, for lack of a better term, you are prone as she still trips you as you get down. So you succeeded in doing the task you want to do, but you are now at a more, what's the word I'm looking for, vulnerable position.
Okay.
Does that sound fair so
Wait
far?
a minute.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
not a good DM, so I'm doing my best.
No,
you
you're
are.
a great DM.
Fantastic.
All right.
You're a great DM.
I
Alright,
see an
so-
opportunity.
Yes, there's an opportunity.
So, when
Now, there's
you
also another
Oh.
opportunity that I'm surprised that you haven't taken yet, but I will.
I don't know if this is it or not, but when she
I mean,
falls,
it could be that someone has a very particular skill that could persuade things to go in your favor.
I haven't thought of anything that would help.
I was like, that's not me for
Nancy,
sure.
you haven't brought out your persuasion puppet yet.
Richard Puppet.
I was wondering how the puppeteer whole thing
Look,
works.
I'm
Did your
not here to
conscience
like railroad
speak?
anyone. I'm just trying to like give like as many like yes, there's options that you can try and defeat Gur, like just like fight her 1-on-1 or 1-on-3. There could be a number of factors where you like disengage her. You could persuade her to try and come back to your side. It's like they gave you a home, we gave you a family, kind of a thing. So there are 100 routes you would. And this is where I don't want to railroad anyone. It could very well be that Gur says "screw you guys," defeats you, and like kills the ringleader. I don't know.
Dark.
Actually, Star has defeat. Get it? Because they squeak.
Yes.
Nancy, you look like
So what I want to do is I want to say I want to call out to Bozo, toss him the whip, say you're the sadistic one, you handle this, and then try and persuade.
I thought we were keeping that secret as I whip it.
Okay, so what you've essentially done is said, Bozo, fight the French with this whip. Whip the French,
Fight
please.
the French.
Fight the French. Go to war.
French
I'm going
Revolution.
to try and talk some sense into Cherry.
Now
Correct?
this
Am I getting
reminds me
that
of
accurate?
War 14.
Okay.
Yes, because they got free from the scarf thing, right?
Okay. All right, so this is
Yeah.
going to play into some strengths.
Froze from
All right. So for Shiro, you're going to be using
Yes.
your brawler. So
Oh,
depending on
yeah.
how you do this, you roll with advantage if you want to do it human or clown.
Whatever my advantage is.
So that's how you'll try to fight the French. I'll let you decide which one you have a better chance with.
Clown, because it's more entertaining.
Okay. So we'll start there before we move on to the other part.
Oh, both rolls went over. Yeah, I got that.
Okay, so in this moment, would you want to describe how you are whipping the French here, or would you like me to do it?
No, you do it. I'm curious because I'm like, I don't know how to make this
All right,
funnier.
So as you are tossed the whip, the French see the wraps drop to the ground, and they start kind of like this. It almost sounds animalistic with the amount of honks. It just becomes like almost a murmur of sound.
French Pokemon.
Yeah, very, very French Pokemon. Like here, it's like, I choose you, kind of a thing. And so you've started whipping back and forth, just creating the pops. You're whipping around them. You've almost like herded them together. Every time they reach out, you whip and you attack a specific hand. You have one try to like hop onto the other's shoulders, but you whip and hook the leg out so they fall down to the ground. Pretty much at this very moment, you are preventing them from going anywhere. Every time they take a step back, you as the prankster, you're using very clown-esque techniques to just keep messing with them. Hooking the leg, snapping in front of their face, getting the back of that ear, whipping them around so they slap their friend, very like Three Stooges-esque, where they're like, I'll just go
I
here,
love
wrap around, whap.
Stop hitting yourself.
At one point, you grab one of them and you have it wrapped around the wrist, and you keep pulling it, and they keep smacking themselves in the face. Which point the two other French clowns will then start laughing at that. So right now, you have them occupied by slapping one in the face, and the other ones are uncontrollably laughing. It's particularly the big buff one that you're doing it to, so they find it incredibly funny. That the buff dude is slapping himself in the face. And all right, so Nancy, or Scotty Biscotti, you have now turned to your former friend, Saboteur, Cherry Cheeks, who is now donned in a sequence, almost ballet-esque outfit, who has just betrayed you, and you would like to persuade her to come back to your side. How are you persuading? Are you going to use a puppet for clown, or you can just kind of talk to her as a normal person? How would you like to do this?
First, I want to compliment. You like love the dress, love the look. But,
Fair.
I'm going to speak as a normal person,
As a normal person.
kind of
Is-
level.
I was saying,
Yes.
like whatever your skills are. I don't know what your points are, so
Ooh.
play to
Just-
your strengths here.
I am half and half.
Oh, so you really do have pick and choose.
You got options.
Alrighty.
The
So you're
flashback
gonna
helped.
go normal persuasion, so you can you'll roll with it advantage either way, but you can feel free to try and persuade Gur in your best way. Gur, I will leave this up to you. If you think if she succeeds this conversation mixed with what she says, she can succeed and fail based on dice rolls, or if you would like, you can roll a contested dice roll using your saboteur roll. I will give you. I will leave how you want this outcome because you are the saboteur, you are the player, and I don't want to take any autonomy away from you. So, whatever Nancy rolls, do you want to let that dice roll lie, or do you want it to be a contested roll?
I like contested.
Okay. So, Nancy, I'll let you do your thing. You can say your persuasion. You'll roll with advantage. You'll let me know what you roll.
That's even 4 each.
Okay, so we got double fours. Gur, if you would, you'll be rolling flat because it doesn't work with any of your skills.
I rolled a 6.
Oof.
Oh,
All right.
damn.
So, it sounds like as Scotty Biscotti is trying to beseech one Cherry Cheeks, being like,
Sorry, Scotty. I
like,
appreciate it,
like they
but
paid
I
you,
made my choice.
we gave you all, like they gave you a home, we gave you a family, you have a home with us. It's like, I'm tired of living in that goddamn hole. I don't want to live here anymore. I want an actual house. I live on this very nice neighborhood. They have an HOA and everything, all right? I'll be just fine, and I'll be working with the French. You know how good the food is for France? No, I don't want any more funnel
Exactly.
cake.
You ever tried the bread with balsamic vinegar?
Do you see these idiots I'm slapping that you have to work with?
Authentic olive oil.
So, as it is right now, you have not persuaded Cherry Cheeks. And, Scotty, you
Yeah,
are getting a
persuading
feeling
is
that you are
hard.
not changing the mind of Cherry. The French people are still smacking themselves in the face and laughing. What would you guys like to do now?
Do I see the ringleader?
Thank you for asking. You do.
Oh,
Because no one's looked for him yet. He is in the far end of the warehouse, where if the Fiji mermaid and the French were here, you guys came in from the bottom. He is up here. He is laying down in a large batch of hay, surrounded by half-open wooden crates.
oh.
There's about 7.
How far away am I from?
30 feet?
Okay, and you said, are there like stairs that I can take to like go up?
Oh,
Or
it's just a flat ground.
oh,
You're
okay.
on a
I'm
factory
gonna
floor.
go.
The things that are up above are like the high tanks and stuff like that.
I'm gonna make my way over and just like honk at him worryingly.
All right. You go over to the ringleader, who is very much in their black and red garb. He is not wearing pants, very much as normal, because it gets in the way of his tail. For context, your ringleader is the lizard man. The crates around him
Yes.
are eggs. He is with his kids. Um, they sold both him.
So
as
he
you
saw
remember,
through
he's
the lie.
so he is, as you remember, his
Hey,
wife,
just say I'm not.
the blonde bearded woman, who's me, said that
I
they
am.
kidnapped him and his kids. So they kidnapped him, and his kids are still in eggs.
I'm gonna try and like untie him and like try and like if there's like a gag or remove it.
He
And,
has no
like-
gag in. You can untie him. You can see that he is unconscious and a little cold. which as a warm-blooded creature is a little problematic.
I would try to like give warmth to him by like wrapping my wings around and like try and like
I will
try
tell
and
you
give
right
him
now
warmth.
that it's not going to work. He is not going to get warm enough. But again, you are in a cotton candy factory, and I will let you know as a reminder, cotton candy is made through heating sugar. But
I have a lighter also, and there are wood planks. I'm
you
just
are
saying.
still dealing with the fact that you have one person slapping the shit out of French clowns, and one clown who is totally not negated in any way, shape, or form, who is betraying you. So there are some factors to deal with here. I will say also, just for shits and giggles, the big guy has knocked himself unconscious from being slapped in the face over and over again for a solid couple of minutes.
I wonder how
So
to
you are
slap each
down
other,
to the two more acrobatic French clowns.
I'll make them slap each other.
So we're playing the long game here with them by just slapping them all unconscious because
I'm
we're
really
pranks and
entertained right now.
I'll let it carry. All right, so right now the biggest ordeal you have is unfortunately going to be Cherry Cheeks. So you guys.
Oh
can-
wait, what about the Elephant Man and like the
he
and
grabbed the Fiji mermaid, and you can see that he is attempting to leave. He is looking for money before he leaves, though. So you can see that he is like, he's just like, look, fool, where's the money? Like, and Tiny, the elephant man, like, I don't know. I just work here.
very quickly before moving on, do I see like the other like exit? Or is that like the only exit and entrance?
Let me double check the map. There is a back door closer to where he is laying. It would release you on the other side of the factory.
I will throw a no trespassing sign
Oh,
on the back entrance door.
Oh, I
Just
thought
so
you were
that
gonna
they
put it in
can't
front of you so that no one could get in front, like come from the other side onto you. So you're putting a no trespassing sign behind you on that door, or on
You're
the
saying like
outside of
where
it.
they're trying to escape, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're preventing other people from leaving the other doors,
Yes.
Yeah.
so they
Yes, I
have
will
to stay
throw
in the
in a-
room with you. Okay.
Until the power vested in us to remove those signs.
All right. So while you're doing that, Gur, what would you like to do here?
I guess just try to prevent them from getting. Well, she already got to the lizard folk or lizard dude, ringmaster. So
All right. I will let you know that these were not the ones that hired you. Their boss did. I will say you don't technically have any allegiance to them. But if you want to try and fight 3 clowns, you're welcome to.
fuck it, let's do it.
All right.
Can I
I'm
start-
just making sure. I don't want it to feel like I've stacked the odds against you. I want to let you know that you can run.
I'm going for the goose first.
All right. You're going
Nice.
for the goose first. Alrighty.
I got it, guys.
Going goose first.
I'm tired of your
I'm
quacking.
So,
Ow.
The moment you hit her, I have a speech. I'm gonna reiterate the Star Wars speech between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
I trusted you.
You are the
But, like,
chosen.
Completely
You
just
were
the
meant
Obi-Wan
to-
part.
All right, so
You're meant to help the clouds,
Goose
not
is distracted
destroy
putting
them.
up signs and trying to figure out a way to warm up the ringleader so that he can become not unconscious.
Yes.
Darting quickly from Scotty Biscotti being like, ain't working, and bye, whoosh, will dart over to the goose. And are you gonna how are you going to try and take out said goose?
Don't clip my
You're gonna
wing.
try
Oh.
and bonk the hunk. Got it. All right. Roll me. Are you just gonna do a straight up like normal, just try and knock him out kind of thing?
Yeah.
All right, roll me human. Or normal, I should say. Clowns are human.
Yep, got it. 6.
Oh, alrighty. So you do make contact with a certain goose.
I let out a very large honk. A very loud squeal and honk as
All right.
as it makes contact.
I'm starting to realize why it's under as it gets lower. No, I guess you would hit 5 and 6 would be the only way to succeed if your clown is higher. Never mind. I'm thinking mechanics again. It's all play testing here, so who knows what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
So, you've been hit, little Miss A Goose.
Am I down for the count?
Roll me a human. This will count as almost like a con check. Try and see if you can beat your human score.
Human, where is my human? Okay,
Or normal,
not bad.
isn't
Meets it, beats it?
Meets it, beats it. Okay, so you knock Goose hard. They stay conscious, but they are knocked back. This is where you guys can either try and continue to just fisticuff.
I will.
Yep.
Is that how I roll
I'm gonna hit her
initiative
again.
here?
Wait, roll it.
I'm trying to persuade you through the Star Wars thing.
I mean, screw it. Let's roll an initiative. Everyone roll a d6 and d6 and tell me what you got.
6.
3.
4.
5.
Oh, good. So we all had something different. Hold on. All right. So, Gur, what was it?
5.
Star,
6.
Shiro,
3.
Nancy,
4.
4. All right. So top would be Star, Gur, Nancy, Shiro. All right.
This does give a lot of top energy.
All right, so now we're going to do an initiative here, so that way everyone can get an action to try and do something here. That way I feel like it's fair, so everyone actually gets a chance to try and do something, rather than I just go like, all right, let's just go one by one here. All right, so we just had the top 2 go. Not necessarily in the order it probably should have been, but I'm going to roll with it. Nancy, what would you like to do in this moment?
They're still here. The other ones are still here. They were looking for money.
The Fiji Mermaid and Tiny the Elephant Man are currently looking for the money that they were promised for this job of kidnapping and holding here for the French. You can tell that they don't want any part of this. They just want their money and leaving, which is why you also didn't get a whole lot of resistance from the rest of their team. You can tell that the boss is firm and grumpy, but he is relatively harmless as a mermaid.
That's what they want you to think.
What do I have?
But they are trapped currently because of all the no trespassing signs put on all the doors.
Who could have done that? That's crazy.
Good. There's no persuasion needed there. Got it.
Yeah, they're staying around. So I mean, you could try and persuade them to help you. You could try and, if you were trying to do persuasion, you could try and persuade the French to get out of there. You could try and.
I would like to persuade them to help us by offering them the golden cotton candy for them to sell, which is a high quality item.
Alrighty.
So hire their services.
Well played.
Alrighty. There's part of me that wants to make you roll, but offering them something as lucrative as the golden cotton candy was supposed to be like an attraction you guys brought home. I'm tempted to say that you don't need to roll because it's very, very pricey. But
I mean, all 4 of us split it.
it's true with it being a smaller chunk. But I think I'm still going to have you roll, just for fairness sake for persuasion. So it is persuasion, so you can feel free to roll with advantage. You are doing it normally because you're just like, hey, you want this for money? Help us.
Come here.
4? Does that beat your human? Awesome. All right, they will look at you. Tiny will turn over his shoulder and be like, "Hey, boss, what do you think?" And he's like, money's money. So I will add them to the bottom of the initiative. Fiji and Tiny. Um, they'll be at the bottom before they take an act. Alrighty, so you have persuaded the freak shows to be on your side for the time being. Shiro, what would you like to do?
Are these done? Are these two done slapping each other to like out of consciousness yet?
Um,
If not, I'm just gonna beat them myself.
they are both very conscious.
I'm gonna beat them.
Alrighty, roll brawler. Are you doing it as a just straight up to try and just knock them both out, or are you going to
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna knock them out. Like I've had enough of this. You guys aren't entertaining. Where I dropped one. Dude, I rolled a 1 and a 6.
You would take the
Ooh.
higher, so
Yeah, I was like, wow, I got really both
Alright.
ends of that spectrum.
move a point to normal. Subtract one
I'm
from
even
clown.
again. Take that and that.
Alrighty, so
I blow up a whoopee cushion and lay it as their pillow.
you have a pile of French clowns now unconscious at your feet. All right. So the Fiji mermaid and Tiny the elephant man. All right, it's their turn. They're not sure quite how to help. So what they will do is they will start looking. They will find the controls that will turn on the central heater for the cotton candy. Tiny. Fuck, Tiny, you smarter than I thought you were gonna be. Well, no, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna roll for disadvantage.
His brain is the biggest muscle
What?
that he
Tiny, you're
has.
smarter than I thought you were gonna be. At disadvantage, you still beat that. Tiny knows how to use the controls for some reason. I guess when I said he used to work here, he actually used to work at the candy factory. So he has flipped on the
Remember, like it was
controls.
yesterday.
To turn on the central heater, it'll take at least another round before it heats up enough to have any effect. All right, Star, it is now your turn.
I would like to do an acrobatic dizzying feats of rolls and tumbles and cartwheels around around Gur's character to try and like daze them enough to like fall unconscious.
All this while the honking's happening between
Are you
them.
trying to
Yeah.
Are you trying to like do a flash thing where you're like
Yeah. Yeah.
flipping around them that it's like hypnotizing?
Yeah.
She is
You
the
could
flash
try.
grenade.
You can certainly try. Roll me acrobatics.
6.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
All right, I will say that you have dazed Gur. Gur is a little woozy. She's just like, Jesus Christ, this goose.
She said, "You can try."
She did
Succeed.
say that. So I will give Gur, since your turn is next, you can either try and contest being dazed to the unconscious.
You know I'm gonna contest it.
I know you are. I'm just,
Why can't we be friends?
I got a 6.
fuck. All right.
Damn!
So as Cherry drops to her
She
knee,
is strong against
rattles herself up as the let's see, because you were a balloonatic. We'll say that you like inflate a balloon, tie it up into a dog, and then immediately pop it right next to your ear to snap you back into consciousness.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, so so Cherry Cheeks is not down for the count. Up next is Nancy. You have just persuaded the Fiji mermaid and Tiny the elephant man to help you. You have seen them gone and try to turn on the machines to get everyone warm again. What would you like to do now? This is turning.
The Frenchmen are already unconscious.
The Frenchmen are currently unconscious from slapping each other unconscious, thanks to Mr. Bozo and the whip that you brought.
I'll be here all week.
If you would like to tie them up, if you would like to go after Cherry, if you would like to check on the Ringleader or the baby eggs or anything like that, you have plenty that you can do if you don't want to straight up fight someone. Or you can straight up fight someone. That's where the puppet comes out. I'm fucking you up now.
I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna ask Bozo for my whip back. Does that count as a whole action?
No, it won't count
There you
as a
go.
whole action.
Okay.
I got you.
So then I'm going to use the whip and attack.
Okay, you're going to
Attack me?
attack.
Or at least try to trip you.
Okay. Alrighty.
So I'd be at a disadvantage.
Go ahead.
I guess I should have gotten Bozo to do it.
I guess
It's
we could have
fantastic.
just said no to it, but I don't know.
Completely worth.
The drama, though.
The drama.
The
I
drama.
hate making players fight each other just as a personal thing, so I'm just like, oh no, what have I done? Like, there's part of me I'm like, oh man, I made Gur have to like take this game and go, fuck it, betray the party. But I've seen you betray the party in Honey Heist, so I was like, maybe it'll be okay. I'm glad you roll with it. So okay, Nancy, go ahead and roll me. Let's see. It's not really your clown specialty. I mean, you are smart, but it's not really a smarts thing. So I guess this is just a human roll, unless you can tell me how it's a clown roll.
It all started when.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground is where I spend most of my days.
I'm gonna persuade her she can still fall with it.
You're gonna persuade
no,
her
it's
that
a normal.
you can still take her out. So very much the
When you get caught unconscious.
This is turning very much into the end of Star Wars Episode 3, where it's just like, I could have saved you. Why are you
trusted
fighting
you.
me? This is your last chance.
We're
Just talk no
brothers
jutsu.
All right, Gur, would you be open to being persuaded to change teams again now that the odds have stacked more in your favor or out of your favor?
I'm gonna leave it to the fate of the dice.
Okay, so go ahead and roll persuasion. Tell me what the highest of it is, and I
I
will
hear Star
then
Wars music
skip
in the
initiative
background.
to Gur to what do you get?
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Okay, so minus the
Nice.
6, Gur.
Then-
You gotta roll a 6 to not be 2. Okay, now.
Well,
I will say,
well.
as you've come over and popped the whip a few times, the point where you've seen Cherry start to inflate a balloon, you've popped it each time that she's pulled it up, almost like she's trying to create. Because in my head, this is the movie The Mask, and every time she pulls out a black balloon, she's trying to make a Tommy gun out of it. And each time you have,
Oh, that's perfect.
you have Scotty Biscotti come over and whip and pop the balloon, with each one pleading like, it doesn't have to end this way. Even if you don't come home with us, stop fighting us. This is not the way to do it. Gur, I
Don't
will
want
allow
this
your
work.
decision, because we'll say that you were persuaded to stop fighting. I will let you decide if you want to come back to the home team, if you want to say this is stupid and leave and go to the circ, or if you want to go, this is all too much, I need a fucking normal job, and just go full
I need
full
9 to
normal
5.
person. How you blah, 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 words. You know that you have been persuaded to stop fighting. How you handle that persuasion, I will leave up to you.
Scotty, I respect you, so I'll back down. This isn't worth it.
Hey.
Can I run to hug?
One of us. One of us.
Aw.
Oh, roll to hug.
If I roll one more normal, I'm going full blown normal.
Okay.
Roll
Okay.
to make sure your
I
heart
was
doesn't
kidding.
melt.
You don't need to roll to hug. You guys can just hug. I don't need to micromanage.
Thank you, because I rolled a nat 1.
Screw it. Everyone's going normal.
Not at this rate.
Everyone's
I'm
makeup
pretty
just
balanced
melts
now.
I
off.
just
and
turned
goes,
into
"This
a
is
normal
weird,
goose."
dude," and just leaves.
Let's do with our golden cotton candy.
I turned into normal goose. Not even a
That's
human,
what it
just
would
a
be for
normal
you.
goose.
The makeup would melt off, and you just transform into a normal goose. You were no longer
Ah.
like an anthropomorphic clown goose person. Alrighty. So you are currently embraced by one Scotty Biscotti. As you have laid down your arms to this battle, your fate to be determined by the end of this. You have the the Frenchman unconscious. You have the machine starting to heat up in the background, and the ringleader is untied but unconscious. I'll take it out of initiative for now, and you guys can tell me what you would like to do from here.
I would take out the no trespassing signs.
Again,
No,
Okay.
no, no. I would take them off the
you'll
the
take them off the
entrances.
doors. Okay, allowing you
Yeah.
to get outside of this room. Got it. All right.
Yes.
I would like to walk over to Tiny and
The Fiji
I
mermaid.
forgot his name.
He doesn't have
Yes,
a name. He's just
Fiji
the
mermaid.
Fiji mermaid.
Did we tweet
And
Nikki?
ask them who hired them, who they were working for, where's the boss, kind of interrogate.
They will tell you that it was the French guy.
It's a French.
They were hired to kidnap the Fiji the ringleader from his home and his baby so that he could not raise any more ringleaders. The freak show people agreed to do this job because once upon a time the ringleader was one of them. They had hoped that maybe if they could steal him back from the French, they could be a family again.
Oh. Oh. That's
I don't
so
think
sad.
kidnapping is how you build a family.
I'm gonna cry.
That's just my personal bet. You could join us though.
Look, you'll hear Tiny kind of explain, "Well, I want to kidnap him, but maybe if he went to the French people, we could then show up and rescue him, and he would like us better, and he would come home. So it was like a two lies to make a right. You know, two rights don't make a wrong, but two wrongs could make a right, kind of a thing." You
In
see
Honkin-
how
he's
that
best
worked
to
out
make the
for
logic
ya.
work in his head. That it was like the ends justify the means.
You see how well that worked out for you? You have like 3 other like teammates that are traumatized like back there, by the way.
Well, we
Make
already
it
have
further
pretty
drama.
low self-esteem.
Yeah, I somewhat don't feel bad about your other teammates too. One is still being hung up in the change room. You might want to get them. And 2 are locked in like a closet with pee.
Yes, we should go get them. And then we gotta figure out where we're gonna live now because the French people were gonna give us a home, and much like they were giving a home to the other one, and now we don't
Just
have a home.
join our circus.
In Honkanese, I will add.
In Honkanese. In Honkish.
Yes, in Honkanese, I will ask them if the ringleader knows that they were the ones who kidnapped him.
You'll see Tiny turn and look at the Fiji mermaid, and he will look back at Tiny and be like, "I don't know what he said either." You can tell they don't know
He
your gender
said-
or what you said. They're just so no idea who you are
They said, and I translate.
because you're also just a goose. So like, we don't want to assume. We don't know goose physiology.
I don't either, actually.
Cloaca.
I mean, to like my detriment, I did not ask everyone's clown pronouns. Pro clown.
Yeah.
Pro
I'm
clowns, I
an
like that.
alien.
You will translate for them, and I'm like, oh, no, we're being rated. Hey, Eris.
Rated
Hey,
Eris.
Hey.
You're coming into the, I think the tail end of our clown.
Ha, the
our
tail
playtest
end.
of a clown of of a clown
Oh
RPG.
wow! I forgot.
So Fiji Mermaid will turn to Tiny and kind of like nod, and Tiny the Elephant Man will look at you like, no, we didn't really tell him. He was asleep, so it's kind of fine.
In Honkanese, I would say maybe we can say that you guys helped us rescue them,
Oh, so,
and we can all be
translate.
friends.
so we can lie again.
I do it all the time.
What is the plan in the first place?
I'll persuade the
Fine.
ringleader.
So your goal here is to wake up the lizard man ringleader and tell him that he was kidnapped by the French clowns of the Cirque du Soleil,
Mhm.
and that you, in combination with the freak show family that he had left behind a long time ago,
Yes.
rescued him and his
Yes.
children, and that they are now going to come home with you to the circus. Is that your plan to tell the man?
Honk.
I would
Yeah,
like
just
to hype
lay
it
it out
up.
as if it's a coincidence.
I would like to
Yeah.
hype it up and make it sound like a full-blown war. So there is now a war between our clowns and the Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, so the Cirque du
Yes.
Soleil has now waged war on the circus folk.
This is war.
And it must be paid in blood.
War never changes.
War never changes.
Okay, so the Fiji mermaid will nod to Tiny the Elephant Man, and agreeing of like that's fine. To which the Fiji will like,
Well, we gotta go save our other friends that you traumatized, right? Like,
Yeah, you should do that.
Honk.
okay. So we're gonna go do that. We'll meet you out by the car.
and
Okay, we're gonna Have we
So-
turned on the heat? By the way, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, we have.
Tiny has
Okay,
turned
we
on the heat, so the room is heating up. The two will leave out through the back door that you had first saw, and they will disappear. They said they'll meet you out by the car. The room is heating up so that yes, the what? Like this all makes no sense. So
Yep.
the lizard man ringleader is starting to stir. As you'll see enter the room is the wolf man with General Tom Thumb and Robbie the lobster.
Are they wet?
Wait, but the no trespassing sign.
No, one of them Robbie
Oh, okay.
one of them removed the sign and instructed
Did they
the three of
remove the
them to come in
bucket?
here while they went to go get the car.
Did they
Because if you
remove the
remember,
bucket?
there are 7
Yes.
eggs in the same room
Yeah.
as you.
I will slap a no trespassing sign on the French.
I'm just gonna assume the bucket was there and got
on the
them.
French people, the French clowns each have a sign on that says no trespassing.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It's new jewelry.
Sure. Why not? So they just stay here forever. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. You could have thrown them into the machinery itself and turned them into cotton candy, but
Oh God.
French cotton candy.
with this
I want
group,
to
you
punch
think that
them
wouldn't have
again.
crossed at least their
I
minds at least
mean-
once.
I mean, you have a point.
I'm gonna look at you and like, but Trace again. See what happens. I'm gonna make you some cotton candy.
All right, so the lizard folk, the lizard man ringleader will start to slowly sit up and just be like, "Whoa, what the hell happens? Where am I?" He's like rubbing his temple and he's like, oh, where the fuck is my hats? And he'll like
Oh.
rummage around putting on his large top hat and realize where he is.
So what had happened was
So what happened?
It all started
when my mom met my dad.
and had me.
All right.
Hi.
So so I imagine Scotty Biscotti, you are now telling the ringleader what was the agreed upon plan.
telling the truth, telling lies.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have you roll for persuasion of that he believes this.
I'm gonna hype it up.
That is persuasion, so I'll allow you to double roll. How we looking?
5.
I imagine that beats your score. It is a fantastical tale, so I feel like it should be a clown roll.
I add sound effects.
Just in the background, just sound effects.
And then they kidnapped you.
I carry a soundboard at all times.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Oh gosh. Whoopsie.
Wait, what are we waiting on?
What are we winning?
I didn't hear Nancy's roll for like, or if it beat her
5.
score.
Oh.
Sorry, I know you said you rolled a 5. Did that beat your clown score? Okay.
Yes.
I just
I
wanted.
had a 3.
Oh, good. All right, so yeah, you beat the clown score. So he is enthralled by this tale. The fact that the 3 Frenchmen who are unconscious from slapping each other unconscious are still there with a no trespassing signs on them, preventing them from leaving. Are still there makes
Yeah,
it
laugh
much
at
more
that.
believable. And then as they look around the room, like the freak shows, why would they? And he looks up to see Robbie, the Wolfman, and General Tom Thumb, and he's like, guys, this is.
Aww.
I didn't think
Oh.
you'd come back after the fire of 87s.
The bite of 86.
Oh, I remember that. I read it in the paper.
I didn't want to say the bite of 87, but you know what? He's a lizard folk. Why not? We'll say that he bit one of them out of frustration, so he left thinking that he could never be accepted by them again because he betrayed their trust. So hence he
Oh.
started another circus. He's like, I have to use my talent somehow. To which there is like a warm family kind of like moment of just like of Robbie like, look, I got over the bite a long time ago. I mean the fire. Both. We don't talk about it.
The bite caused the fire.
The bite that caused the fire in the fish tank. Nothing they
been some
say
lit
makes
party.
any sense whatsoever.
It makes total
Clownology.
sense.
A freak show clown crossover makes no fucking sense. You will see that the lizard man will even pet the wolf man, and he'll pat Tom Thumb on the head and after saluting
On
him.
thumb.
He will then talk about well, we got to get out of here. Like, what time is it? As you will see that the lizard man, the ringleader, will start to panic, realizing what time it is. He's like, we got to get back for the opening ceremonies. Oh, fuck. This is not good. How are we going to get there? To which, if you remember, the Fiji Mermaid and Tiny the Elephant Man told you that they would wait for you by the car.
Don't worry.
Get the
we had
car.
A car, and I added
got 'em.
boosters to it.
All right, Gur, this is
You
where you have to
added
decide. Are you
boosters
going?
to it?
What was
Yes,
that?
I did.
He added boosters to the car.
Yes, I did.
Well, you didn't need to. Gur, this
But
is where
I
I'll let you
can.
decide what you want to do. Do you want to go with them? Do you want to go out on your own? Do you want to stay with the French? Do you want to?
I'm gonna stay with the French.
All right, you have
Hello.
cut your ties
Bam.
with the circus family that you have built for the new one that you have adopted because they gave you a home as a hobo clown.
I'll give her the bird.
Give her the what? You gonna flip her the
Give her
bird?
the bird.
The
Love
feather
you,
up.
fuck you. Knowing that now, after you were family in this room for a short time, but upon leaving this door, the war between the circus and the French Cirque du Soleil will begin to wage, and you guys have drawn your lines.
I set a tripwire as we leave.
You do what?
Sets a tripwire because he would.
Oh.
So
I was laughing. No trespassing sign.
So Cherry Cheeks has officially deflected and waged a blood oath to herself that the circus will one day feel the wrath of the French. She was not born into it, but she was adopted by it. While the
And
circus
molded by it.
now stronger with their freak show friends as they
Yes.
come with them. You will leave the door, leaving behind Cherry Cheeks. Now, once dirtied, now glitterified by the Cirque du Soleil and the leotard.
Pity me.
The pity points have worked well, but I believe they will begin to dull as you are less seen as pitiful and more as triumphant in the eyes of the French.
The eyes of the French.
You guys will exit the door that you guys had earlier in the back of the factory. You now have enough people for each of you to grab a crate with an egg in it. These are about the size of a how big do I want to make these eggs? 'Cause they're not small.
Dinosaur.
Big egg.
I was gonna say,
Big
they
egg.
probably be
Ostrich size.
Nah, you're talking about like a baby lizard person.
Mm.
For context, the fact that his
Jurassic
wife is a
egg.
human is somewhat concerning. That she has given birth to 7 eggs about this big.
Jesus,
Hey, if there's a will,
ow.
there's a
What's
way.
bigger than a baby?
Mm.
If there's a
Baby-sized
will, there's a way.
egg. You will then hop out, and as you hop out, you will see that your car is no longer there. But instead, next to it, you will see Tiny the Elephant Man.
Did it get towed?
They stole our car?
Yes, you see in the distance is a truck with 2 frog people hanging out the side, going, "You just got towed," driving away. But Tiny will turn to you guys and be like, "No worry, they're with us. They're the toad people. A lot of lizard and amphibian people around our area. That's just kind of what we attract, but what can you do? But don't worry, we got this." As you will see, driving around the corner is a very colorful, brightly lit, tricked out Volkswagen Beetle.
Yes.
Where across the side of it in rainbow font is the word Cardis, or the anagram Cardis. And as it pulls up, the Fiji mermaid, who will who will speak to you as like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Dr. Fiji Mermaid. Here's my invention, the Cardis. It stands for clowns in relative dimensions in space. It's
Oh
bigger
my
on the
God.
inside to fit more clowns."
Oh my god.
So as a
He's a
table
timeline.
I saw you in a book once.
clown mug. So yeah, so the Doctor Fiji Mermaid presents to you the Cardis, a clown car very much shaped like a Volkswagen Beetle that is Beetle that is tricked out in bright colors, polka dots, lights, big chrome pipes for the exhaust that come up the side, very hot rodish. But for
Face
his
boosted.
claim saying that it is larger on the inside, as you open the doors, it is in fact, you hop in and there's plenty of room. The trunk pops open, you shove the eggs into the trunk, and there's still so much room to fit the 7 eggs. Plus, everyone piles into this car. Now introducing the Volkswagen Beagle. That is the other freak show. That's the dog man. He's not quite a wolf. He's like a basset
He was a
hound.
wolf
He's just
man, but
sad.
then we broke his nose.
Oh.
You all pile
okay,
into
we
the
have healing
Volkswagen
potions.
Beetle, or the Cardis in this case, which was your other thing that you could have picked up on this adventure, because I'm very proud of Cardis. And you then begin to drive back. Do you all want a steering wheel for each of you again? So you each control
Yes.
a wheel.
Yes, I do.
I will honk triumphantly.
I explore the TARDIS.
Yeah, so everyone but Mr. Bozo, who's now
I
exploring
said
the
also
interior.
a lot of traps.
You booby trap the inside of the TARDIS, as everyone else gets a steering wheel, as little Miss a Goose decides to honk triumphantly out the window while honking the horn of the car, as everyone gets a steering wheel in the car and they all drive a wheel. The fact that there is like 8+ of you in this vehicle and only 4 wheels, and knowing that each one controls a wheel makes no sense. But the car drives just fine.
They control the tread too.
One steering wheel just treats the AC, so it makes no sense. One is for the radio, so you just see it just going back and forth, back and forth. You all drive
for
back as
clowns.
fast as you can using afterburner boosters to head towards the circus, which is why you didn't need
Nice.
boosters on the other car, because this one had boosters.
I added NOS to it.
You added
obviously.
NOS to this one while you were in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, while I'm in here, might as well put this NOS that I had in my pocket.
Yeah, it's for family.
For family. You folks race back to the circus.
Jesus.
While things are still somewhat kind of panic, you can tell that they were doing their best to get everything solved. At the circus, you'll also see the beautiful blonde woman who is known to be the ringmaster's wife, with her beard all nice and braided, her mustache twirled. I am the wife. She
You make a beautiful wife.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Indeed.
thought so too. Because I would marry a circus freak, apparently.
I am.
She sees the car pull up, the doors swing open, everyone starts to pile out. She sees the clowns that she helped point in the right direction. She sees the freak shows that she also used to live with, who she ran away with her husband. As he gets out of the car, putting on his top hat, very excited, and he comes out and he just starts at the top of his lungs in a very boastful personality, really like, the show must go on, as the rest of you start pulling out his babies and the eggs and the crates out of the car. His wife comes running up, ecstatic to see her husband, ecstatic to see her babies that are yet to be born. And they reunite as a freak show family. You reunite with the Barker, who comes over to you guys and just like clasps his hand on Mr. Bozo's shoulder. He's like, I knew I could trust you, my son.
All the time, like his son is out there in the world.
And he'll look back to you and be like, what?
And then insert Greatest Showman and like exit.
And that's where the scene
This
cuts
is the
to black.
greatest show. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever
Cuts to black as
need.
the credits
And it's here right in
roll.
front of
As the
you.
music begins to play, you
This
can
is
hear
where you
the
wanna
snake
be.
slitherings of the lizard man as he begins to say the show's intro. You now have the TARDIS,
Oh god.
as well as the golden cotton candy, the rarest cotton candy there is to either use as a showpiece, to fund the circus, to eat, to go full clown. The choices are yours. And with that, I believe we have indeed saved the circus and driven into the sunset in our
Yay.
clown car.
I
Yeah.
love it. That was 10 out of 10.
We had a
Thank
betrayal.
you.
We had a saboteur. We had the French.
We had
Oh,
honks.
God.
We
There
had
were
honks
so many-
galore.
So many good moments.
So, that I think is the end of Clown Car, or at least this play test of Clown Car. If you're now just joining us, welcome to Roll Call. My name is Tristin. You may know some of these other folks around here. We normally play things like D&D and Vampire the Masquerade. Today, this was a micro RPG that I made called Clown Car, which is very much, as you can tell, just stupid as fuck.
Clown car.
Where our
Nothing
players
but
play clowns
chaos.
trying to save their circus. This was the first playtest. I have this is based off the rough draft of the RPG rules that I have made. I first and foremost, before we start getting into things like feedback and stuff like that, I want to say thank you to my players. I know people like Brandon, our normal DM, and Cymerk, who were both ended up not being unavailable, are very bummed that they missed it, but they were here in spirit.
Yes.
But Brandon can suck it because he's in like Costa Rica. So fuck him.
Mexico.
Yeah.
But I'm sure this is something that we will definitely try again at some point.
Yes.
I know there's other players who have said like they wanted to try and play it, so that's wonderful. But again, sorry. Pause, rewind, play. Thank you, my friends, for being here and playing this with me. And I
Thank you
really
for
hope you had a
having
wonderful
us.
time.
Yes, thank
It was
you.
so much fun.
So I guess this is
You did really good.
So I guess let's go with we'll kind of do like with the vampire stuff and like some of the
Oh.
other sessions we've done where we do roses and thorns. I guess we'll say here balloon roses and whoopee cushions.
Balloon thorns.
Yeah,
so I
whoopee
wanna,
cushion.
just really quickly kind of go through each person, see something that they liked, something that they didn't like. Even if it's something minor, or even if it was something how I did it, or if it's something that you're like, well, I didn't not like anything, but here's a suggestion I have. I'm open to that as well. I'm using this as an open forum for feedback. I wasn't here long, but my word, did I love that? Well, that's good to know. All right, so I'm
Yes.
just going to do a round. So feel free to tell me something that you enjoyed and something that either you didn't enjoy or you would think would be a good suggestion. So let's start with just top of the round. We have Gurr.
Oh, put me on the spot.
Okay, never mind. Nancy.
No, it's fine.
You did the betraying. You get put on the spot.
Yeah.
Technically my
That's-
fault that she was the betrayer.
Yeah, and I will admit
That's true.
that's probably my whoopee cushion. Because I'm not good at betrayal. Obviously, that's why I was just like, let me just go with this.
I mean, I'm glad you rolled with it. I love that you waited to
That's
that
good.
moment to reveal that you were the saboteur, where you was just like, I'm just gonna
It was
rock right in like I
well-played.
own the place. I was like, oh, here it comes. This is the
That was
moment.
definitely a big gasp.
That's
What
why
are
I
you
sent
doing?
you a
What are
private
you
message.
doing?
I was like, all right, girl, you're a saboteur, and you were like, yay, okay.
Oh.
And just
Yeah,
I
but
imagine
it-
to some degree it was a gasp for everyone. I was like, fuck, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it
I
does,
trusted you.
it does make it a little more difficult going up against the party because you're playing with a group and then yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I enjoyed it. Like you have the different aspects of, like fucking using a balloon animal to regain your focus. Like I wouldn't have thought of that, but it's fucking genius.
It is
So
the
that's
balance
my-
of like the DM storytelling and like because I want to, especially with this kind of stuff. Like I know that I can be a story hog. We've played D&D with me. I can be very descriptive. So with the game, especially as a DM, GM, clown control, whatever you want to call it, there is the chance of like, fuck, I don't want to take this away from anyone, and I am the one with like the clown history in my head.
Mhm.
I was like, crap, how do I balance this line? So this is why like you saw me ask several times, like, do you want me to do it, or you want to tell me how you do it?
No, I like it. I like that you use because, like you said, you have more of the experience and you're more knowledgeable to clowns. Like last time I saw a clown, I was like, what, 8? So I don't. Yeah. So yeah, that's my vote.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it. I definitely played again.
Awesome. That's good to know. Shiro.
Oh, I freaking loved it. I thought it was like crazy creative. Like I know you base it off of Honey Bear, but I felt like it was even more creative. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, I
Like
think
I thought
I'd agree.
I think it took that extra step that it just made it so much further out there that it's like still unique in its own way.
right. I think because like with Honey Heist, I mean, I already don't. I try to stretch what you can do with Honey Heist, where I like
Yeah.
a little bit more. As you guys know, when you play Honey Heist with me, I do kind of stretch like the limits of what you can do. And once you introduce clowns, I'm like, all right, it's cartoon physics time.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I'm gonna say sure. As long as it's funny, I'm like, hell yeah, fucking I'll do it. I'm happy.
I think that's another too, like a really good aspect of it is like Honey Heist is based off bear, so when we play it, we think bear mentality,
Mhm.
but clown mentality is like a whole nother like topic. And then the way like you structured how we like build the characters, like we make our characters, I think your options are actually really good and like it's so versatile. 'Cause, like I wanted to play several roles.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of
Mhm.
options. Like I want to do this, but wait, I want to do that too.
Yeah,
So
I
I think
mean,
honestly,
we know that I'm
Yeah,
a very
turn
big
out, turn.
character creation person. Like Like I love just
I
making
support it.
characters, which like I worried I was going overboard with like you could be a you know when you get to a character clown, you get another list of things that you can be character wise. I'm like, well, if you get one of these, like you get holiday, there's a whole other list of holidays. But like I think some of that goes down to the variety of clowns that you see. This is like half clown education, I think.
Mm.
So
I mean, I
think
learned
it's
a
a good
lot.
balance, honestly. I think you have a good amount. I think like it's not overwhelming. I think it just gives a lot of options.
right, because I also encourage that
Yeah.
people can make up their own stuff.
Yeah.
it is meant to be very modular. Where it's like, I would have loved to be this thing. It's like, cool, put that in there and give it a random like trait or skill or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
pull from
Go
another
for it.
TTRPG.
I like that. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Do you have a whoopee cushion, something you weren't a fan of, or a suggestion you would have?
I don't think so. Honestly, I think I used everything I could possibly use for my character in this entire session.
Fair. Fair.
I was having a great time being a trickster.
Just
Oh
setting up
god, it was
traps for
so
what
much
may
fun.
never come to fruition.
It was, but still, just in my head, I was just giddy about it.
All right, Star.
So balloon roses, I had an absolute blast. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for not making it like scary. Definitely helped me as someone who does have like clown phobia. To like
I don't know, it puts a
lessen
friend
that.
in scary.
Yeah, to like kind of lessen that. I thoroughly enjoyed you know, playing this character and just like Goose.
You just go Goose. You played the honking.
I
Fuck, I forgot that I was supposed to change the name of Tiny to Honkules.
but
Next
yeah, I had a lot of fun. I don't think I have any thorns. But I just absolutely love the creativity, how you rolled off of all of our decisions. Like, you know, my decision to like take all the signs, and then you're like, oh, okay,
really
it's no
great.
longer classified. You know,
Yeah.
you can go in. Like that was really, really freeing and like super duper fun to like just make choices and have you react accordingly. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I appreciate it. Again, it's one of those things where like in the bottom of the notes it does say like break reality, yes, and the players, no, but just in case they try to do something way too out there. Like, can I just say I win? And it's like, fuck no.
But
But you can try to win.
but you could lose.
But you could lose. You could lose.
You
All
could
right, Nancy, balloon roses and whoopee cushions. What do you got?
So I'm not going to have a whole bunch of whoopee cushions because I did not have the opportunity of not the opportunity. What is? I didn't play what is it? Honey Heist. Sorry, I forgot the original name. I was going to say Don't Hire
in comparison to Honey Heist. It's just like anything that
Yeah.
you experience that you're like, I wasn't a fan of that, or like, oh, maybe tweak that, or like, oh, I'd love if you added this to it.
So I have a whole bunch of love for this. I really, really liked like the whole character design. That was like super fun to roll for the character and then kind of do like a little research and see like, oh, there's different types and like see which one kind of fits. I'm not gonna lie, I did physically pick the type of clown I was gonna play.
That's totally fair.
So for the gameplay, it was like everyone else said, it was like really nice that like there was a whole bunch of like guidance, like the whole flow for it like felt super smooth. For like a first time player, it was like really nice and easy and to like get into. I like the constant reminders of like not the constant reminders, but like mentioning so that way it was like a reminder to me of like, oh, this is a clown move, this is a normal move, so I could keep track of my stats because I did get confused at one point.
Trust me, when I
but it was like
Honey
super...
Heist, it was the same issue. I was like, what do I have again?
I constantly struggle with that.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I really appreciate like the little fun facts, the little assistance along the way of like, oh, I could do a flashback or like all that. Like I really appreciate it. So
I mean, that's one of those
just all
things where, like,
balloons
as
and
a
roses.
DM, I want everyone to succeed. Like, I didn't want create a game where it's like, well, failure is an option. It's like, no, I want to push you guys to succeed. So as a DM, I'm probably more kind than like when you get like Sai or Brandon, where it's like, all right, here comes the consequences, or like, are you sure about that? I'm just like, hey, here's a reminder, you can do this.
Hey, remember lightning rod?
Yeah.
No God.
Watch last week's episode for that answer.
Yeah. Hey.
But yeah, like I'm especially with like a first time playtest like this, or like you said, like, as a first time player for anything like this, you haven't played Honey Heist. This is very similar to Honey Heist. The goal is to create a game that you can pick up and play and have a good time. Like again, I rolled half this stuff for things right here on stream with you guys. I didn't like I might have been like brainstorming this week trying to lead up to it of certain things. Like the Fiji Mermaid, some of that stuff is based off of a cartoon / children's book that my buddy and I had started writing. So like the Fiji Mermaid is the villain in that story. So I was like, fuck it, he's in here now. So, but like I definitely wanted this to be like, yeah, like I could like as a DM, I could just like roll. Okay, where are you guys from? All right, 3. You work for the French. It's like, alrighty, obstacles you run into. 5. Booby traps that are food based and water gun turrets. All right, like I did a lot of that just sitting here with you guys. So as a GM, it was like, all right, improv, let's go.
Yeah.
So I wanted that to be I'm glad to know that as a first time player with this, you were able to pick it up and play it very simply. So that's a big win for me. Anything that you would like to see changed or you didn't like, or something that you think would be a good addition? Okay.
I got nothing.
I loved
good
it.
feedback.
Yeah.
I'm perfect. is what I'm
Sorry.
hearing.
Yeah,
I'm
You're
the
really
perfect
good with
wife.
it. That's
Let me ruminate on it, and I may come up with a few things,
You
and I'll
monster,
let you
how
know.
dare you.
Okay.
Destroy my self-esteem.
Okay.
What, I can't ruminate?
Aw.
You're gonna
Okay.
treat me like Robbie. I see how it is. Poor Robbie the lobster man. You're gonna hang me out to dry.
Someone's got you.
Someone's got to.
What about you, Roses, Thorns?
I'm very proud that I pulled this out of my ass.
You did an awesome job.
It was
you
fun. It
underestimated
was
yourself.
You are a great DM.
You're really
You are.
creative.
I
I'm
appreciate
jealous
that.
You
of your
really
brain.
are.
I'd say my crowning achievement of this session was like you brought up was the signs for the golden cotton candy room.
That was pure gold.
That
one of
was
those things where
pure
I was
comedy.
like, here it is. It's a top secret R&D room. What is it? And you were like, I steal the signs. I'm like, okay, because you had already taken the trespassing signs. You had put one on the door for the cabinet, and I was like, well, I've already kind of opened that door. I was like, fuck it. The room is no longer classified. The door unlocks. They wouldn't lock the room now. And so I'm as a personal humble thing, I'm proud of myself for that moment.
That was very fun inspiration.
I think as like a whoopee
That's
cushion
perfect
for
improv.
myself, I think as much as I'm great at improv, I think with a lot of like DMing, I like the idea of planning better. So like when you guys have played Honey Heist with me, I was much more prepared because I'd planned those out. Like when we did the grounded version with the wedding and the chapel, I think a lot of that was still improv, but I still had like a layout for anyone who played the bank heist one with me. That one I planned ahead. I was like, okay, here's my bank floor layout. There's these things here. Like I may have rolled in the meantime, but I was like, screw it. I'm going to make sure that this is all planned out the second it happens. And the second one of my players just kills the guard dog for some reason. For anyone that was in that one was sad. Office, what was it? Was it Officer Rover? It was like some like old guard dog that just worked there. And they were like, he can't know.
Who did it? Out there.
So I think roses for me is that I find that I feel better when I plan ahead. But then again, with a lot of these games, all the plans of mice.
You
and
can only
men.
plan for so much.
Yeah, especially when I'm like, okay, you guys are allowed to break reality, and I'm like, well, I didn't plan for that shit. Like one of you
Plus,
guys.
You
we
did
are
very good off
chaos
the cuff,
incarnate.
though.
I
You
appreciate
did.
it. You guys honestly could have pulled like a
Amazing
black
intro.
hole out of your pocket and put it on the wall like an Acme thing and like walked straight into the end goal. We're like, fuck, I guess that screwed everything up. I'm just also glad that it worked out time-wise as well. We did not take a break, so I feel a little bit bad about that. And as we creep up here on 4
How
hours,
dare you.
I know. I'm so used to the roll call. When it comes to this, I'm like, do I want to take a break in the middle of it? I don't know. Because I don't want to like lose that
Worked out.
momentum. But
I
don't think
was
It
anyone-
worked out.
I was gonna say nobody really seems like they got burnt out here. So,
No.
But I think that will do it for me. For my balloon flowers and whoopee cushions. So I think unless anyone else has anything they'd like to share, I think we can go ahead and call stream for the night. And I'll go through our normal spiel here. Does anyone have anything they would like to say?
Once again, you did awesome.
Thank you again for awesome.
You guys should follow Tristin because he's a streamer.
Honk.
Honk.
Just
There we go.
saying.
Maybe honk is. I
Honk.
was gonna say where's my
Honk.
notes? Let's see.
Honk.
Is it still sticky? There we go.
Aw, Nancy, that was a very cute honk.
Hank.
Honk.
Hank. My mustache
Aw.
is still curled, so that's good. All right. Well, then today we did not play in D&D. We played Clown
D&D.
Car.
Clown Car.
Car.
Which it was either Clown Car or Save the Circus. So I'm sticking with Clown Car right now. This video will go up on YouTube on Monday.
Monday.
Sunday, you can come back here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to watch Vampire the Masquerade, DC by Night, Monument of Shadows. With
Shadows.
Firework as our storyteller. You can see the likes of certain players such as Star.
I'm there.
You're there.
Eris.
Eris is there. Again, Eris, thank you so much for the raid. If you are still here, if not, oh well. You got a shout out anyway. They have a number of players
Oh,
there.
wow.
We got Junie, we got Finn, we got everyone.
Junie, Finn. Yes, I am.
Harris is still here.
Yes. Hey.
You can come back next week where we are surprise.
Surprise! Ah.
Surprise, Eris.
Or so Joe Summers jump scare.
Could you do this to
Next
my
week we
weak
should
heart?
be back to the Slivers of Fate campaign of D&D, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on D&D. Roll Call Studios. I spent years saying D&D Roll Call, so now it's like trained in my brain that we changed the name.
We're doing more than just D&D.
We have
We're
D&D,
doing Roll
we
Call
have,
D&D.
Vampire
Oh.
the Masquerade. So this is
We have Clown Car.
turns a quarter. Y'all so cool. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
So yeah, feel free to follow us here for more like TTRPG stuff. We
Yes.
occasionally do like DM talk sessions. We'll do other like TTRPGs. I know that coming up here in the near future, hopefully, will be another game very similar to this, also based off Honey Heist, called "Don't Kill the Vibe." I think it is. Where Cymer
so
will be
curious.
running a game based off a friend of ours, Damien, created, where we're going to be
Damien.
playing a bunch of himbos. So you will get chaos in a very different direction.
Don't kill
So
the vibe.
Don't kill the
I
vibe. So keep
already
an eye out for
am
that.
one.
I'm sure October we'll start hitting some things. We have streamers here, Stardust _Shimmer. We have
Yes.
Shiro Nilo. Their
Ew.
frame should have it. You can follow me. I'm also a
Oh. October, what we do in the dark. VTM thing. I'm not a part of it, but other people are. So yeah.
I was just like, what? Yeah, so
Sorry.
we have,
Sorry.
the Vampire the Masquerade one shot, What We Do in the Dark, parody. So it'll be very much more comedic. You can catch me on Twitch. I'm a PNG tuber, except for here because my self-esteem comes and goes. So I will be. You can find me at Tristin Sanity. And all that good stuff. I will be having a couple of horror games coming up in October, but I'm also doing like 3 different film projects. So we'll see how much I stream. I mean, I should.
You got
You do
this.
so much.
Yeah, I do. I'm so busy all the time, but like October itself is already so busy. Yeah, I picked up just because it's mine. I picked up 2 Norse horror games.
Ooh.
Yeah, one is
Hmm.
Bramble the Mountain King, which is very much in the
Oh.
same, yeah. I've heard good things about it, and it's kind of in that style of like Limbo and Inside, but with Norse lore.
Little Nightmares.
Ooh. As well as there's like some future. I forget, it was like Aspen the Gods or something. but it's like a future Norse horror game. I'm like,
Hmm.
I just picked them both up because they were both on sale, and I was like, hell yeah.
We love those moments.
I do love me a sale.
Impulsive buying.
Impulsive buy. It was like $20 for both of them in total, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm doing it.
Not bad.
They
Yeah,
also
it
like
was
another
really
like,
good.
Swedish horror game from one of the developers, and I was like, pick that up too.
That's
I guess.
fun.
I do love my European horror.
Don't mind if I do.
What was that?
I was just saying, don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. So yeah, that's what a lot of us have coming up. Gur, Nancy, do you have anything you want to plug while we're still here?
I got
Just your
nothing.
beautiful faces. Got it.
I can
You can catch Gur on Roll Call Studios for Slivers of Fate. Nancy, you'll be returning for the Don't Kill My Vibe, correct? Whenever they decide that is.
Yes.
Alrighty. Like I said, Nancy is an OG here and comes and goes as she
OG.
pleases, so always happy to see
I'm
her.
still waiting for a one shot.
I know. Look, you just had a one shot.
I name more witches.
Okay.
All right, so with that, because I can babble on forever, I hope everyone had a good night. I hope any reviewer had a good time. If anyone who watched wanted to send me any feedback that they had for the time that they were here, whether it was short or long, that's what she said. Feel free to send it to me on Twitter or anything else that you follow me on. I appreciate any feedback in general once we're down from our highs. But we will see you guys Sunday for Vampire, or some of us, and I am so bad at like closing stuff. You should see me on my
Goodbye.
own stream.
Next
No,
time
it's
on
goodbye.
D&D.
I'll end it with my normal stream crap too. If you have people in your life that you care about, make sure you tell them that you love them, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.